Hey guys, welcome back to the RC Informer YouTube channel. I see a couple guys in here already. Let's see, Robert Vanderweed's in here. Mike Bird's back. He's been watching us all weekend at the event. Let's see, Victor RC Jet, getting back from flying, took the Tomcat, the F-18, MiG-21, MiG-29. All right, give me a thumbs up if you guys are getting audio. I'm showing good audio here. So let's see, I'm a little behind the curve. I just got back from the air show last night. It's still going on today. I have to do a bunch of stuff. So I wanted to do this for you guys, and I was there for 3 days already. So let's see. So give me a thumbs up, guys. Let me know if you're getting good audio, good video. Let me know, thumbs up, thumbs down, if you're having any problems with sound or anything. Shadow Ops is here. No fear in him. Lee Collins is in the house. Let's see. RC trainee 74. Howdy, Rich. Sitting on the bed with my cowboy hat. All right. Not sure if I need all that info, but that's good. Let's see. Let's see. JLRB Senior's here. Rotor Masher. All right, sounds good. I'm getting thumbs up from everybody. All right, thanks. We've got 38 guys here. I'll wait for everybody to sort of come on in. And we've been at the event, the E-Jet Fest International, folks, and that's been pretty cool. Again, it's still going on now. It rained last night, and I just had so much stuff I had to do today. So again, 3 out of 4 days is about enough. We flew a bunch of stuff. Guys, we flew the Rafale. It flew great. I do have one video of it from Thursday I put on the channel, you know. So here, let's see. Let me put that up here. Let me see if I can find that, get that on there. Yeah, here we go. This is my my chat thing here. Let me scroll this over, and I'll go to the main page. So if you guys hadn't seen it yet, yeah, here's the Rafale video. Let me know if this is making too much noise or sound. There we go. No, there we go. Sound should be cut. So let me know if you guys are getting any you know, crazy noise or something. But I'll just let this play kind of as I'm talking here, and we're, you know, doing this stuff just so you guys can see. But yeah, we flew the Rafale. It flew great. I had flown it a couple times prior. So I'm still working out just a few little bugs. Nothing. It flew great, but just some stuff with the landing gear, control throws, that kind of thing. So, and we'll talk about that as I get other videos out and going. So, but yeah, that's the video as we were going. Let me go back here to my my chat stuff here and see. All right, everybody's giving me thumbs up. And let's see, we got Steve George here, Jason Delaval, all good. Howdy, y'all, from Dennis Farley, Richard Smith, good audio. Okay, thank you very much. Let me know if from the video that I put up, let me know if that's drowning anything out. It shouldn't be really. So, but yeah, there's a Rafale, guys, in the video, taking off that way. And it flew great. So we'll talk about it some more. I got more flights to do on it. I didn't really want to do too much with it at the air show. You know, I flew it around a little bit, but because I'm not used to it yet, I hadn't flown it enough. And but it's cool. It's one of the neatest little planes out there, that's for sure. So you guys can get those at Horizon any day now. They're coming in stock. So you know, when they get here, they get here. So we'll see. Let me turn my phone on. I'm going to do my messages kind of from here a little bit too. Let me lower this down. Let me see if I can get to my YouTube here, so I can watch some of this. Let's see. There we go. Also, I can see the messages from there too. Let me lower that. We'll lower that down. All right. If you guys got questions and stuff, throw them out here. Let's see. We got Richard Smith's here. John T. from New Zealand's around. Let's see. Ken Sprouse is in town. Let's see. Dennis Farley. Nick RC. 54 guys watching. Thanks for coming, everybody. And there is that Rafale zooming by. Yeah, neat plane, neat plane. I'm still exploring its envelope a little bit, but it did well. It did well, as you can see here. Zooming by. That was last Thursday we did that. We flew it once again yesterday, and I got that video. I'll show you guys that. I'll put that out. I'll go over my notes kind of as we're watching this whole thing. Giveaways for the event. There'll be pictures of this on Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. So check it out. But FMS was really cool, and they gave us they gave us was it a Viper jet to give away, 70 millimeter, and they ended up raffling off. I think it got about 260, 270 bucks. So that was for the club, and it was really nice. So special thanks to FMS for giving us that. Thank you guys for, using our links, liking, sharing, subscribing, all that stuff, because it's, you guys watching, sharing our videos, liking, subscribing, hitting the like button, hitting notifications and stuff. It's all that gives us, airplanes we can bring to events for giveaways, money, because we give cash to flying fields and stuff that we go to. So we kind of get back to RC here, of course. So, but yeah, there's your Rafale and the landing. I came in a little hot with it. I'm not doing too much high alpha with it just yet. In fact, here, I'll back up just a little bit. You can see it comes in pretty nice, Not using any, it has flaps, but they're more like speed brakes. So, but you can see here it comes in pretty nice. Not too fast, but it slows down. I can get into a little more high alpha with it once I get used to it, but no ordnance on it for the first couple runs here. But a little narrow on the landing gear, but it's cool. It's probably one of the coolest little planes there because it's so different and it's bright and everything. So let's see, what do we got here? Yeah, Mike Bird says stands out in the sky. Yeah, it really does stand out. When are you doing Banana Hobby turbine review? That's from Thomas Schultz. I might do some turbine stuff, with Banana Hobby. That may come. And we did fly, folks, the L39. Let me see if I can go here real quick. Let me see here. Well, yeah, I don't have pictures loaded up. Sorry about that, guys. I'm not going to be able to kind of do that here. Let's see. Let me go. Actually, let me look real quick. Let me see if I can pull the pictures up here. Let me see if I can do. Yeah, let's pull this up because I think I got a few pictures I can show. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me put this. Let me put this up, and let's see. We'll put that up there. This is Facebook here. You can see you got the L39 turbine in and everything, or the fan in there, and. Let's see here. There's the fan going in. That's the flyer for the Mulberry event, E-Jet Flex. Again, it's still going on today. It's going to be over here shortly. But here's a few pictures from it. So check it out on Facebook. There we were with the Rafale. And there's me and Steve, you can see, with the L39 and everything. So let's see. And then we got... yeah, there we are. That was the first day we flew it. So we'll be showing you guys this stuff as we go on. So let's see here. Let me go back up here. Let's see, that's another picture. There we are with more Rafale. I just skipped past some stuff here. Here we go. Miss Amy was there. She was taking pictures. She wanted me flying the F-14, so we did that. Let's see here. Give me 2 seconds here. Let's see. Let's go look at, these are more pictures we took. And let's see. Yeah, I took a lot of group pictures. I don't know why these didn't come out in bigger resolution. They came out kind of small. But L39 flew brilliantly. We'll have some videos of that out again here shortly. So here, let me get back to my live stream thing and talk to everybody here. Let's see. Everybody's watching. Let's see. Let me cut this out for a second and go back. And we're going to be talking about the FOCKE-WULF here. Sorry, guys. I'm just kind of getting used to some things here. I set this all up kind of very, very speedily like. And we should be, let me get a couple things straightened out here. Here we go. Let me put her back on there. Yeah, there's Miss Amy. Again, check us out on Facebook and Instagram. There she is with the F-14. We did a couple tandem flights, so I'll try and put out some more pictures here soon. We just haven't had too much time to do too much of it. So, let's see. And there she is again. Flew the F-15. I let Gavin fly the F-15, so that's from Hobby Zone. So again, check that out. Beautiful flying plane. In fact, this is one plane. I think it actually flies better with the tanks on it, with the fuel tanks and the missiles on it and stuff. It seemed to stabilize it quite a bit. There's Miss Amy taking selfies. She posted that on my thing, so she's the flight instructor for the day. And then, of course, that's what we're up to today. So for all the history, you know, go and check all this stuff out. And we'll get to it here. So let me get to the chat here, see what everybody's doing. Let me kind of kill that again. And let's see. Let me go back to where I'm at there. Okay, there we go. Now I can see my board. Okay, I had to flip around a couple pages. So yeah, that L-35 is pretty darn awesome, folks. That thing, wait till you see the videos. We took 2 while we were there, first 2 flights. In fact, the second flight I flew, actually they had a competition for a scale flight, which I didn't win. So, but it doesn't, you know, I just figured I got to film it, so let's go fly it during the scale event. So we just flew it around, did some scale maneuvers and stuff. So we'll have that for everybody to, you know, for everybody to check out. So got 76 guys here. Thanks for coming, everybody. Let's see. No sound from video. Yeah, I left the sound out because sometimes I do that and it drowns you guys out. So let's see. Nick's RC, Dennis Farley. Who else we got that I hadn't seen? I'm trying to shout everybody out a little bit. RC Trainee 74. We talked with him already. Oh yeah. Have the Freewing T33 on the way. Yep. Nick's RC, howdy. Shadow Ops RC, Mike Bird. Good afternoon to y'all. That's Richard Webb is here. And yeah, wait till you guys see this L-39. The L-39 and Banana Hobby are going to be really redefining the large EDFs. I don't think, and let me throw this back on here. I don't think too many people are going to right now be able to compete with that through the quality of those things. They're so nice. Let me throw it back up there again. Let me see if I get that one picture. There it is. Yeah, we flew the L-39 and it was fantastic. The brakes work perfectly. Speed brakes work great. Flaps work great. It's fast and it sounds really good with a JP fan, even though it's going to have the stock. It's going to have a if you get it in the receiver ready version, it's going to have a CS fan, a change sun fan. So and it'll have a speed control. It'll already be mounted. So I'm coming out with another video very soon because I filmed getting the fan and speed controller. It's going to show you how to do it. It seems kind of challenging at first because the fan's buried in there, but once you get it in there, once you see how it's done, it's like, oh, it's not that hard to get in there. So, but I had to figure that out. I had to kind of write a manual for all you guys. So, anyway, let's go back here. Yeah, I'm in the wrong. I was going to go and show you all this stuff here shortly. So, yeah, let me kill that on the thing here. Let's go back. All right, here we go. I'm trying to get my act together, so I'm clicking on the right buttons here. Get the right. I need a bigger monitor up here. All right, let's see. What do we got? Yeah, Mike Bird says great size. Yeah, Ian Bowen's here. Gooniac's here. What's up, Rich? New here. Hello from all. Coffee Head TD1's here. Matt M. The F-15 looked like it flew really well. Yeah, it flew great. I mean, and we got 2 flights with me flying it and Gavin flying it. I let Gavin fly it around right after me. And we both had a real good time with it. Flew awesome. Let's see. Hey, Paul Barron, if you don't like Rich's stuff, you are not required to watch. What did somebody say? Where's Paul Barron? What did he say? Let's see. I didn't see that. Was there a negative from somebody? Let's see. I'm not really seeing it. So, Paul Barron. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, man. You know, the thing is when people make negative comments, that's fine. You know, they've labeled themselves, so that's fine. You know, no big deal. We know who they are. We know who Paul Barron is. Okay, well, he's commented. That's fine. Well, I'll leave it up there though, so y'all know. Let's see. What do we got? Ken Sprouse. Let's see. Nice looking Mustang in the background. Yes, this is the E-Flight P-51. It's the sister plane, really, or a companion plane, I guess you could say, to the FOCKE-WULF, the FW-190. This thing just showed up at the doorstep yesterday. So, and I looked inside the box. This is just the empty box, and it's yeah, it's pretty nice. I guess we'll get to it. How many guys? We got 82 guys here. All right, let's get rolling. What time is it? It's 2:20. All right, let's rock and roll. Let's see what we got on the board real quick. A couple more messages. Captain Mike Keller's here from Michigan. Flight time. What's the flight time? F-15 dragging it out. You know, the F-15's probably a 3 minute, three and a half, maybe 4 if you're stretching it, depending on the size of the battery. You know, I was using 32s and 4000s. So, you know, yeah, I mean, it'll go a little bit, but it's not, it's still, it's a twin 64, you know, and it's like the MiG-29 that Hobby Zone makes. So, and they use some energy, those two little fans, but they sound awesome. And it's just a nice, both of them are a nice scale, full featured jet. So, let's see, Jet Tech Don Atkins is here. Hey, Rich and all from Kansas. All right, good. Let's see, Alex Herrera's here. Greetings from Texas. All right, we got some Texas guys here. So Guniak says, ignore the haters, Rich. There are always going to be a few. Yeah, I mean, they're always there, but that's okay. Hey, when they comment, man, they just, you know who they are. You know, I just leave it up there. People see who they are, and you know, in the future, you know who the negative folks are. So that's all. Let's see, RC Roland, hello all. Let's see, Danny from Danbridge. Let's see, Guniak's here. Jamie Ramirez. All right. Lurking all. Okay. Dad's RC Hangar's here. Dad's RC Hangar. He's got a good channel. Check his stuff out. He's making some nice videos over there too. Let's see. Ray Sterick from the UK. He's here. Shadow Up says lurking all and so hi to all else. I did not say hi to. Okay. All right. Good. Nick's RC. Shadow, did your B-2 bomber arrive? Dennis Farley, waiting at pace to get my shipping notice on the E-Flight E-190. Yeah, and hey, I really want to thank everybody too for supporting the channel. You know, guys have been using our links to purchase. That's awesome. So as you guys know, we got a free channel here. I do everything for free. I don't ask for money. We might do a again, we've been talking about this for a few months now, but we might do a Patreon thing, but so far we hadn't yet. So. But you guys can support us again, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit that like button. The like button is the big deal. The YouTube algorithm that lets it shares it to more people. In fact, what you guys have really done for us, which has been awesome, is we put out a video, the one that me and Steve did regarding if you guys hadn't seen it, the one over at Banana Hobby. This is the, I'm going to pull it up here real quick. I'm kind of blown away by this video. Here, check this out. This video here, right here, let me get to it here. This V-22 Osprey video that we put out, it's almost at 300,000 hits thanks to you guys. People loved watching this video, and they're still watching it. I've never had a video really even go that high before. You know, we flew it in hover. We transitioned it to forward flight. We had one where it didn't transition. It entered a spin, and I had to kind of recover, go back to hover. And so it was a cool video. Banana Hobby's selling these cool crafts. So, but yeah, thanks to you guys, we hit 300,000 hits on this. So yeah, thank you guys for doing all that and spreading the word around about our videos and then using our links to purchase, guys. So all those are in the links in most of our videos. If you can't find it, just contact me. I'll send you a link. But that was a really cool video. That thing really, and it's still going up there. It might hit 1 million views for all I know. So, but it's doing really well. So, and I want to thank everybody for doing all that and checking that stuff out. Let me get out of there. So, anyway, let's see. Well, let's get on to the FW-190. And let me get to my page here so I can see. All right, let's see. Jet Tech, Don X, 105 guys. Thank you guys for coming. Jared's here. Jared Kirby. Jared, did you get one of these? I forgot. I think you said you were ordering one. Did you get yours already? Let's see. And how does Captain Mike Keller say, Rich, how does that NX feel to you? It's nice. And in fact, I have been using the 6 on a lot of things. And again, the 6, the NX6, again, it is really a 7-channel radio because this will fly everything, including I think this FW-190 because it's got a 7th channel technically built in for the safe. And then I'm also going to be showing you guys the 10. This thing just came in. This is cool. And it has a little note here on the screen, and I'll probably do a more thorough review later. But for the best experience, please set up an account, which I already had because I have other Spektrum radios. And I registered for the firmware update, the latest. So that's something that you want to do, and that just peels off. But the NX10 we'll be talking about. I'll be using this in a lot more planes. Obviously coming. A couple nice things you can see. Actually, let me close a window here because it's actually blocking my view here. The 6 and the 10 are, somewhat fairly identical. I mean, they're close in the way they are with their basic features, but there's things that the 10 has that the 6 and the 8 don't have, So like you've got this, for example, you've got, here, let me raise this up. Here, I'm going to go high tech on you guys again. I'll raise the, oh, no, I'm going to roll my Mustang doing that. Like, for example, you've got the knob here on the 10 that the 6 doesn't have, so I'll use that for steering a lot. And then you got stuff like this in the back. Here, I can probably go up a little higher without knocking my Mustang over here. Now, let's see, I got batteries in the way too here. Let me get the batteries out of the way. We'll talk about that here in a second. But like if you flip these to the back, you've got a charge port right here. And then in this one, it came with this little, in fact, I'll pull the cable out and I'll show you. It's magnetic on this one. So, you can take this little port right here, the charge cable, and it will, and I can zoom, actually I can zoom in close on that so y'all can see that. That's pretty neat how they did that. It's actually, it's a little insert for the charge cable there, and it's magnetic. So it just has a whole bunch of magnets on there or whatever, just sort of like an oval magnet. And it's really just a typical, your standard, what do you call it, USB port or whatever. But when I first put this thing in there, which, let me pop it back into place here. When I first put that in there, I realized it was magnetic and it came off. I think they did a video of one of these, and it's kind of neat. It's got a little, let me see if I can show it here. It's got a little light on the port too, so or on the cable. But if you yank this, it'll just come off, which is pretty cool. So it's a nice magnetic feature. In fact, you might be able to get this as an option at Horizon. Honestly, I really don't know, but it's neat because you can just leave this in here, which you probably can also lose pretty easily. But again, you just take this thing, you put it right back there, and it's just a magnet for charging it. And then, also it gives you the charge indication, which is nice. That's what all these new radios are doing now. So, and I believe that the 10 has actually a better, it has like better gimbals. I think they're like Hall effect gimbals or something. So anytime you go up and, it's not just the channels, but the features and the quality and all that kind of stuff. So we'll be talking about this. I'm going to unplug that for now. So, oh, and then also you got like, here you got like rockers or rollers in the back, which I don't really use too much of, but here, let's see. You can see you've got your rotating, like you see there's no rotating sliders here, but here there are on this one. And then in the front, so it's like buying a car. You get the fully loaded Premier version, or you get the kind of the one that has a little less features. But the 6 is actually pretty awesome because, again, you can fly on the 6. You can fly all of the at least right now anyway, all of the bind and fly stuff, because you can if you want to use safe select, you can just assign it to a switch. So, but also like right in here, you've got these little trim switches here and here, whereas the 6 you don't, or you can assign those to channels, I think. But yeah, so we'll be showing you guys all this stuff too. And then we'll be going into batteries and everything. Here, I'm going to put this, let me put the 10 down for now. Let me stick that over here because we're going to get the plane out here. And then we'll get the 6 going. Also, these things do have a folding antenna, which is kind of neat. It just keeps it out of the way from banging into stuff. You transport a little easier. So, but yeah, you can do almost anything with the 6. So let me put the 6. Let me put the 6 down here. All right, if I leave it and I can't find it. And I'll be talking to you guys about batteries too soon. Just started getting some G2s. So G2s don't have the balance line on them. So you notice that. It's kind of cool. It's good and it's bad. It's good, it's safer because kind of less wires, less chance of fire. This thing balances automatically without a balance cord. But if you got an afterburner or something, you can't plug it into there. But you can still use an afterburner. It's just that you need a separate afterburner battery. Not a big deal. So as long as you have enough space in there. So and the reason I pulled these out because these are the sort of recommended batteries for the Mustang and for the FW190. So and you can use whatever you want, any 5,000s you have, but 7,000 it'll take. So, and if you guys check also on Horizon, just so you know, there are 3 versions of the plane, which I'm sticking over there. There's the one I'm going to show you, which is the bind and fly basic. Okay, so it comes receiver. You just bind it to your radio, you go fly. And then there's the plug and play with no receivers. So you can put whatever receiver you want in it if you got Futaba or something. And then you've got also the bind and fly basic battery combo, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, comes with, I got the right one, yeah, with a 5000 50C, and I think it's only like $50 or something, because I think this thing is here. Let me pull this off of here. Yeah, it's $499, and if you were to buy the one with the battery combo, which is kind of a good deal, I just clicked on it. It should be loading up here. You know, you get a 5000 pack for, what is it, $549. So $50. You know, you get the 5000, and they did that combo, I think, with the Mustang too. I don't know if they're still doing it, but that's a pretty good deal if you know, you guys are interested in that. So I thought I'd just point that out so you guys could see that those are like three available options for this plane. So, and if you guys like this plane, you want to get it from Hobby Zone. I know like guys like to shop at Hobby Zone. Hobby Zone should have all these too. So, and if you use my hobby link below, Zone link, that'll take you there too. So let me get the batteries off of here. We'll get into the plane because I'm pumped. I've been waiting for a good FW-190 or a really good like German fighter for like quite a while, especially since FMS, you know, stopped making theirs. Let me click this thing to get this thing off of here. But let's get into this because we need to be talking about this. This is the crux of the deal here today. So let me get this down here, and let me get some of this stuff away. I got some shelf liner for the battery floor. I got my Spectrum checker, so we'll be using that here. Let me put that down over there. All right, I'll get my paperwork out of the way, and let's get to it. So let's see. Dennis Farley said he ordered the combo. Yeah, it is a great deal with the battery. Yeah, $50, you can't go wrong. Thank you, guys. We got 120 people here. I really appreciate that. And let's get to it. I'm going to put the, I'm going to break away the Mustang, get him in the bank there, and we'll bring this up here so we all can take a look. I'm going to just move my screen here. Again, I'm using a 17-inch monitor here, folks. But there we go, man. There it is, FW-190. And we can look at some of the features on it. It's got some really cool features. They did some nice stuff to this thing. They've definitely, you know, gone above and beyond with some of these things. And we'll talk about them. Doing multiple controls here, folks. But we're going to get in. I'm trying to do this just like I do my normal unboxings, but now I don't have to do it on the ground anymore. So with the miracle of zooming. So anyway, so we'll be showing the bind and fly version today here, folks. And you can see it's the EFLO 1350 it is. Got the motor installed. I forgot to write the KV down. I'll look at that here. It's got an Avion 100 amp speed controller, 6 servos, all metal gear. Those are all installed. Receiver comes with the Spectrum, what is it, 637 TA, AS3X, and safe. I don't know if I'm going to arm the safe. I guess, yeah, maybe we can, but we'll see. Because every once in a while I forget the safe mode's on. I take off and I can't turn the plane very much. And oh yeah, the safe's on. So transmitter, again, 6 to 7 channel. Battery, actually it says 3200 to 7000. So with any 6S, but as long as the CG works out, you're good. But that's what's required. Transmitter, battery, and a charger. So that's kind of, as usual, that's what you need. Horizon is making this all real easy on everybody. And get an idea of the dimensions. The butcher bird, man, that's what they used to call this thing. You know, in World War II, that was the name it was given. So we'll kind of roll on down there, give a look at the there's the dimensions on this thing. We'll zoom in on that real fast. You guys can see there. All right, we're looking at 50 inches long, or almost 1,300 millimeters, 59-inch wingspan, or 1,510 millimeters. So that's the size we're looking at on this thing. Safe. I'm dying to look at the retracts. The retracts look awesome. Also in the picture, you can see all the split flaps we got going on there. And rods, horns, linkages, like everything's installed already. You see how nice that thing is. If I was going to have a complaint, because it's not a perfect world, guys, I probably would like to have seen maybe a little more color on the plane. In other words, something else a little flashy, maybe a little more standing out, because it's a little bit grayish, you know, a little pastel-y, but otherwise it's pretty darn cool. Retracts look nice. So anyway, enough of that. We'll get we'll get this down. This is just the box cover because it's too hard doing this on camera here sometimes. So, all right, let's get this out. Let's take a look at this. They did some things to this that I wish they had done on the Mustang. Who knows? Maybe they'll improve that too. But they did some things to this that I think are absolutely cool. I mean, they went way, way out and did a few things to this thing that are just so nice. Let me grab a hobby knife because I forgot to do this. Well, actually, I'll cut that in a second. But here's your 2 layers. You know, that's how the top layer comes. So, you know, you got your one wing panel here. These are plug-in just like the Mustang wingtips plug in, and you got your center wing section here. But the nice thing is they ran this plastic edge. And I knew that was going to be maybe an issue with the Mustang. And the Mustang's great, but the thing with the Mustang is when you separate the wings right here, it's like a foam to foam joint. And well, those get kind of dull after a while, and then especially if you bang them into things, which we all do. And then it kind of might start looking like caca, but they changed it. They added plastic to these edges, and then they did it to the canopy too. So yeah, we're going to really get into all that. And then once you get this top piece off, okay, you got your inside here, and that's how it comes. I mean, there's like really, I mean, it's kind of mind-blowing how nice, you know, Horizon is making these things. I mean, the amount of like no work you have to do to these things to get them out of the box. And you can see the wing right here. Is that plastic edge? We'll look at that nice and close. But yeah, just look at this thing. Look how nice this is. It actually stands out better looking at it this way than it does, you know, seeing it on the box. Here, let me pan out just a little more. But I'm trying to get everybody in kind of on the details. You can see all the riveting and stuff, tail wheels out. I think that's how an FW190 was. I don't think it had a retractable tail wheel. I think it just stayed out. If somebody wants to correct me on that, correct me. But I don't know. I don't think it retracted. But all right, Mike Kowalski's here. He said sorry late for the party, but he's here. Jared, I might have missed your message, but did you get one? You did get one of these, I think. I just want to know what you thought of it. I might have missed your message there because I'm doing all this. Yeah, John T is saying a little yellow under the nose would sort it out. Yeah, I'm thinking if we had a little bit of yellow, like squadron leader type color thing, it might look a little kind of stand outish a little bit. But that is that, folks. That's how all that comes along. So I thought I just saw a jitter in my screen. Let me see if you guys are still receiving me okay. Stream quality is still excellent, so we're not having any problems. I thought I saw a freeze up there, but you got your fuselage, wing panel, instructions at the bottom. Let's see, the tank or the elevators are right here. And what we'll do is let's start taking this stuff out. Let's do that. Let's get all these things out of the boxes. Let's get everything out where it needs to be here. Get all the parts out. Let me zoom back out here. Y'all can see that, how that looks. Try not to drop the airplane out of there. So here, let's do this. Let's go wide. We'll go wide. All right, there we go. So I'm going to try carefully. We'll get the prop, the spinner out. We'll talk all about these things. These are cool, man. The spinner's nice. Yeah, this actually cools the motor in there. And I think the real ones had that for the full scale. Actually had that, I think, to clean up or to cool down the motor. Real nice plastic part. This is impressive. Y'all are going to like this. And then there's your underside tank, which they very well thought out to attach this. And then this is a cover if you're not using it. So pretty cool. And then here's your elevator halves. We'll go into detail on this stuff. There's a little separator here, a little bit of foam, but the detail's awesome on this. And then the fuselage. This just comes right out. I'm just going to put this down on the table. I mean, this is how easy this is. In the old days, we had to have a box of wood. Here's the props. We had to have a box of wood to build, but now, geez, we just take these out of here. Yeah, the quality. I mean, this thing, holy smokes, this is nice. The whole tip is plastic now. So I'll get on close so y'all can see that. We'll get into some detail. The instructions, of course, right there. So let's see. And then we do have a wing spar here. So let me grab our tail spar, I should say. There's no wing spar. It's already in there. There's our tail spar right there. We'll pull that out. Let's drop this on down here. Put that on the ground. And yeah, there it is. That's nice. Let's put this, I'm going to put this right over here while we look at this stuff. And I may grab another. That one might be too small, but you know what? I think I have a stand. I tell you what, let me grab a stand that I actually see on the ground. This actually might work pretty good. This is a cruising stand. I forgot I left this here. Sorry, guys. One of the cruising stands. John Zinn makes these. He's here in the USA. So if you want to support a U.S. company, although because of COVID, they may not be making these now. I hadn't talked to John in a while, but if you check out cruisin.com, I think he may or may not still be making these. So let me stick this on here. Look at that, perfect fit. This is a perfect desktop stand for the 190. So we'll get that on there, get our wings and stuff. Here, let me slide this over a little bit. Let's get that over there. We'll get these. Let me get the center wing section out. Get all these pieces over here. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, this is a very cool airplane. So let's get this over here. Put that over there so we can get these out for everybody. Let me get my knife. Cut these out. Let's see. I'll cut this right here, right along the edge. That's usually where I do these things at. Yeah, right there. That should get that. Let me cut that along there. This should be enough to get it out of there, I think. So lift this up. One more wing panel. There it is. Outer panel. Put this down carefully. And then we'll get this out. This is the main wing section, just like the P-51, just like the 1.5 meter center wing section, where you've got your retracts mounted. Your plugins are there, so you don't have to do any wiring. You just put this on and put like 4 screws on, and you're done. So let's put this right there on the ground, and we can see all the pieces here. And that's it, folks. You know, you just bind this and you fly it. So, hey, I really want to thank everybody, because every once in a while I look at the board, I'm trying to show everybody, but man, we got 156 guys here, and I really appreciate you guys coming by. Putting in maximum effort for this. So, but yeah, this is cool, and I glanced at this coming out of the box. So this is actually really the first time I'm getting like a real hard look at this to show you guys the kind of my commentary. These scoops are out of this world. I mean, man, this is, here, I'll get you all in on this. Check this out. Let's get close in on how nice this is. I mean, holy smokes. And this is modeled after a full scale, an actual one where, you know, it says Frask on there and all that. So it's actually modeled after one that's in currently flying now, I think. So, but here, let me zoom in a little bit. But you can see the quality of the doublers back here. And then you go to the flaps, and you can see how nice the flaps are here in place. Let me move those. Nice split flaps. You can see how cool those are, how nice they are, and how precise they are. The quality control is very good. I mean, they're doing a nice job over there, you know, making sure that that this stuff gets done well. Servos with boxes, you know, so you can, if you have to take them out, you can unscrew them and change your servo if you have to replace. But here's the scoops. Look at these scoops right here. Man, look how nice those things are. They're just scale scoops, but man, they're nice. And then right here, check that out. There's like a pitot tube, I think, 1 or 2 pitot tubes and a whole bunch of guns on this thing. You can see the metal threads in there. But look how nice they just screw right in. I remember like the old FMS FOCKE-WULF, which is the only one I think I had. You were gluing those on and breaking them off all the time. I mean, it was a total kind of a pain. But now, man, look at this thing. And again, the doublers. Look at the doublers. Look how nice the quality. I'm trying to get you guys close in on this. How nice these are where your screws go in. So, you know, you got your 4 wing screws that get this whole thing together. You just literally put the wing on the bottom, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. You know, metal trunnions on the gear. So we'll get the gear out and show you all the landing gear. We'll get close in on that so y'all can see that. I'm dying to see the gear because it's supposed to be very, very nice aluminum, but you can see all the placards on there and everything. Who knows what those are? Those are weights and pressures or something. And but really, really sweet. And again, along the leading edge, these are your guns. They screw in. So when you're done flying the day, you could unscrew them, throw them in a bag, and stick them in the cockpit of the plane, or put them in the battery area. And then here's your joiners. Here, let me get this close on in. That's just where your wings, you know, your outer wing tips plug in. But this is the bomb right here. Look how nice this whole thing is. This is This is totally a plastic edge here along here, starting here. It goes all the way across. So it's plastic to plastic joint now. We don't have to deal with, the foam to foam joints that get all, get all dinged up over time. So you just pop these on, pop these off, and you're good to go. So again, another look at the flap here. Let me see if I can angle that at the camera correctly. Yeah, there we go. So very nice quality from the factory. I mean, look how nice that is. Very smooth, very precise. All seems to work well. Fit and finish looks pretty good. There's nothing perfect in a foam model. Remember, these, they do build these on an assembly line, but they're doing a very nice job, over there at Horizon, putting these, getting these things nice. And then let's get to the top side so you can see some of the detail on there. And it looks like there's plastic up top. So, these gear are big. So this whole thing looks to me to be a big plastic doubler right here. And that's what is supporting on the other side your gear mount, which is probably, this whole, actually this entire area right here, this whole thing going all the way around, that's just a big chunk of plastic. And that's how you distribute the load. When you have a long, tall gear where you need some strength, you distribute the load with a big piece of plastic like that. And then it's also on the top. So excellent design. I mean, just looking at it, I mean, this is the first time me looking at it. So, but as I get closer, you can really see, look at the rivets. I mean, there's just rivets and panel lines all over this thing. So I hope this will give you guys, do some justice to this thing because it's really pretty nice. Those are, I think, either stickers or water transfers. I think they're stickers because they look kind of thick, but the detail is pretty cool. And then your center section. Your center section is where you plug everything in. Hang on a second, I just dropped something. Here, let me zoom in. Your center section is where this thing plugs right in. So all three of your servos, or your say your landing gear, your flaps, your ailerons, and your wingtip lights, because it has wingtip lights. They all just, once you put your wing on, you put your 4 screws, the connections are made. It's about as close to an easy button assembly, as you can get. So, and then this is cool, the center section here, and I'll get into the bag while we're here. The center section's really neat. This thing, let's get into the thing. This is a center section cover for your tank. So if I move this on up, try not to break anything, make sure we got the right clearance. Move it up, Charlie, move the lift up. There you go, you can see how nice that is. But there's your centerpiece, right? And you either put this cover on, and this is the first time I'm doing this. I looked at the instructions ahead of time so we could see what this is like. But you either put this cover on, I guess. Let's see how that goes on. Let's see if that's going to fit. Oh, hang on a second. There's another part stuck in there. That's why it's not going in there. Here's a pitot tube. It was in the parts bag. This is another pitot tube that screws in. So we'll show you that here later. But you can see how this just fits right on. I was wondering why that wasn't fitting perfectly, because usually all the stuff from Horizon does fit perfectly. But yeah, you can get an idea of how nice that is. So if you don't want your drop tank on there, hang on, let me go up a little bit. If you don't want your drop tank on there, you can slide this cover over there and it cleans it all up and just makes it look, like it doesn't have it on there. But if you want your drop tank on there, here's your drop tank. It goes on the same way. So real nice. I mean, there was some thought, that went into, putting that on, whether or not you want the tank or, whether you want it just flush mounted. So what I'll do is I'll pull that off and I'll put the cover back on as I'm dropping stuff. And we'll kind of leave it at that for right now. So let me get this back on the table. Let me get my remote that I just dropped. And actually, we'll get into, we'll talk about this stuff later because we'll get into the little details later. We'll get into the big stuff now. But here's your outer panels. You can see how nice these are. We'll get close on these too. And we'll take a look at actually, let's look at the tip first. Again, those just mate together with the inner portion. So your carbon spar is already attached. It's in there already, ready to be inserted. You've got your servo connector for your aileron and your light, because there's a light. But this entire thing, this whole thing along here, this is plastic. So you're not going to ding this anymore, like with the old Mustang. Like I said, I like the 1.5 meter Mustang. I'm not harping on it. It's just that it's really nice that they made this improvement. They realized, I always thought a foam-to-foam contact was going to be, sort of a problem with wear in the future. So, and obviously they saw that too and made the change. So yeah, hats off there to Horizon for making such a nice change. So this thing will hold up. So if I pull this out, or if I show, let's back up a little bit. If you see how this thing joins together, let me get the correct wing. Got to put the right one on the right and the left on the left. So you can see how this will go together. We'll just put this in place. And we'll do this after it's together. You don't want to do it right now. It'd probably be kind of challenging. You need to have it on the fuselage. But it'll fit right together, and it fits in a pocket. So now I haven't actually inserted these. It usually takes some force to kind of slam these together with one hand kind of on the edge as you're pushing it. So let me back up a little bit. Let me go back a little bit on the zoom there. So yeah, you'll just put it together this way. It goes right in. There's your servo connection again. That will be made right there. So as you just insert this, it's that simple of a thing. So you pop them on, pop them off when you're going to and from the field, and that's it. So, and again, here's, I think, your pitot tube, all metal threads to screw that in, and your guns are right along here, so all the way along the front of the wing. So really, really sweet. And then as we look at the wing itself, here, we'll get in on this a little bit. I feel like I'm in school with an overhead projector when I'm messing with this stuff. I feel like I'm a teacher here. 193 guys here. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much for coming. Let's see. Let's go down a little bit here. There we go. Yeah, look at the detail on that. I'm going to get close so y'all can see that, how cool that is. I mean, they really went, yeah, I'm kind of messing here. Hang on, let me go down a little lower. Sorry, guys. Sometimes configuring this is not a perfect world, but yeah, look at the detail on that. Look at that. I mean, they went crazy with this. And look at the rivets on there. I'm going to get close to some of this. You guys can see there's your wingtip light. See how nice that is? And that's going to be cool all lit up. We're going to light it up here for everybody. So again, there's your pitot tube insert right there. Or there's where the threads are to put that in. And it's plastic supported. That's a plastic fitting. So with metal threads in there. And then, of course, let me back up just a little bit off the zoom. My desk has a mind of its own sometimes. Sorry, technical difficulties. But yeah, submerged hinge all the way around for this. The elevator does not, but the ailerons do. So, but you can see how nice of a setup that is. You can see it's all precision all the way through there. Looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4 internal hinges in there. So very, very nice. And then again, your servo box. So very cool stuff. There's just the 2 snap catches, this one and this one. I might not actually said that before, but these are the snap catches that catch. And on the wing side, if I didn't mention it, this is the actual snap catch. So also notice too, and I'm pretty sure they did this on purpose, this snap catch, which, let me flip the angle again. I'm not getting a good angle on that, so y'all see what I'm talking about. These are your snap catches right here, here, and here. Notice they're screwed in. I don't know if they sell that as a separate part. I hadn't really looked, but I'm guessing maybe they do. So if you break one of these, I guess maybe you can get the snap catches separately. I don't know. You guys maybe look that up or something. But Wreckham Royce, hello, Rich from Northern Washington State. He's here. Let's see. Jared, no gap. Outer fits inside the inner. Yeah, the outer and the inner fit together. So yeah, but that's nice. And again, that scoop is killer right there. I really dig that. All right, let me get this around here. And then this is another little detail. I think the elevators and rudder have this too. So, but there's a nice little plastic, nice. It probably says no push or something like that. But this is probably a little trim tab, probably a manual trim tab that for the full scale airplane. It's just a scale detail that was stuck on there. So, and again, I think this is based off of off a full scale that is exactly like this. So it's a modern current flying airplane. So, but yeah, detail. Let me get in on that. Very neat stuff. Look at the rivets on that. I mean, that's cool stuff. Very neat. You don't often see this kind of detail when you see an unboxing video. That's why I've always done mine kind of this way. I know this is a newer format I'm using, but I'm trying to get in on the detail so everybody can really see, how nice this stuff is. So, because, hey, the devil is in the details, man. Attention to detail will save the day. So anyway, there we go. That's the outer panels. There's 2 of them. We're going to get these on here shortly. They're both real nice. So probably play racquetball with these. Here, let me put one over here. Let me put one down here just to kind of get some more stuff out of the way. We've seen the middle wing panel. This is nice. So yeah, this is cool. Let me put this right down over here just to get it a little out of my way while we're showing the other stuff. And then your elevators. This I would have liked to have seen this as a submerged style hinge too. But for whatever reason, you know, they decided not to. So they just made it a traditional, you know, a traditional style of, you know, foam hinge. I don't know for sure because I can't really see in there, but sometimes they will bury a regular, like a CA hinge, couple CA hinges in there. I don't know if they did that or not. Either way, it looks pretty tough, and it looks, you know, somewhat, it looks like it's laminated and pretty tough. So I usually with this Horizon stuff, you usually don't have hinge problems with stuff like this, and I'm really not seeing anything with it. So spar running through here, spar tube, and that's where your spar tube's going to go, you know, to join these two halves together. So you know they'll go together just like this basically. Let's see if that'll fit in there. Yeah, that should go in there. This half will go into the other side, and then you've got your joiner, which I can get in on. You can see how nice that is. It's a square, like a tubular, but not tubular, but square. Let me see if I can get that in there. Tubular but square joiner that go together to join the two halves. So it's fully able to be disassembled from your plane if you want to take the tail off, because you know, you don't have to, of course. It's meant to be put on there. There's just 2 screws here. I think they go in through the bottom, I think. And but that's what joins, you know, both halves together. And it's a positive lock. A lot of times you look there for play, you know. I move them up and down, see is there any kind of play in there, and there isn't. They're a pretty snug fit, but they're snug enough where they're nice and snug, but they're not so tight where you can't get them on and off either. So but yeah, very nice fit. It's very nice fit and finish. So, and of course the same detail on these babies. You can get right in on here. You can see, look how nice that is. I mean, they've really got the panel lines down. They got your little, these are counterbalance, anti-flutter weight areas is what these are, if you ever wondered what those were. You know, these on full-scale airplanes, you always wonder why sometimes there's a piece sticking forward up here. What that usually is, it's an aerodynamic or a counterbalance weight where they actually stick some lead weight or something in here, and that prevents the control surface from fluttering, from going up and down and causing damage to the plane. So it just counterbalances the flight loads on the control stabilizer and the weight of it too. So it's not, I'm not a technical engineer or anything, but that's basically what they are. So that's what we learned in pilot school. So, but yeah, that's it. Nice, very nice elevator, very cool all the way around. So we got that on there. 1 ball link, again, ball links all the way around on this thing. All that stuff's installed already. So let me put that aside. Prop and spinner are way cool. This is nice. And they went crazy on this. I mean, this, you know, it's just so nice, this thing. I mean, look at how it goes, how it is. Look how nice that thing is. And it's got this fan. It's really a real fan. It's going to blow air inside there. So, and I'm pretty sure the full-scale 190 had that as well. So it just keeps everything. But in our case, we got an electric motor. Keeps the electric motor cool. In the case of the full scale, you know, it was it kept the radial engine cool, you know. So we got 198 guys watching. I really appreciate that, guys. You guys are awesome for coming by on a Sunday and watching this. And again, I'm trying to keep this time slot. I'm trying to do this so that you know, guys overseas can check this out too. So but yeah, really nice. And then there's more. Wait, there's more to this. So let me show you this. This is nice. This is the other parts bag that comes with all this stuff in here. And these are, and I lost the pitot tube, these are your guns. Here, I'm going to show you all this up close. These are your threaded guns. We'll put these on at the end. Threaded guns. Here, let's get this out. My spinner's blocking me, blocking the signal. These are your threaded guns. We're going to get really close in on that. Look at that. All your threaded guns have threads in the end. It's going to focus. There we go. Your pitot tube here as well. And here, I'll back out a little bit. I got a little too close, probably. Got my RCINFORMER logo there. But look how nice those are. They're painted. They screw in. They screw out. Like I said, usually this is perfect for me because, you know, old days you had to glue all this stuff on, and then you take them off when you're putting it in the car. You're tearing all these off. Well, shoot, now you can put these in a Ziploc bag, stick them in the battery compartment of the airplane, you know, and then you can take them out. You know, you can take them, put them on the airplane when you get to the field, and just take them off the airplane, put them back in the Ziploc bag, put them in the battery compartment to transport it without, so you hopefully don't tear them off. I mean, you might tear them off in between, but that's okay. But here we go. All right, here's with the spinner, guys. This is what I'm talking about here. Check this out. An aluminum back plate to connect your prop blades together. And that's going to go right inside here. Now, I just glanced at this, guys, when I opened this up earlier last night or today or whatever, just to see what this looks like. So I haven't actually fitted this yet, but this basically just goes inside here, and it locks in to those tabs. Really nice. So these three kind of almost curvature, kind of rectangular looking pieces here, it actually locks into those. So it's an anti-rotation thing also. And then every one of those holes in there is threaded. So that's how you put your propeller together. Your propeller just goes through, your blades go through the top side here. So what I'll do is I'll pull the blades out of here. And hopefully I got the screw bag here. I think they're right down here. But there's your prop blades. And you literally will just put these on here like this. In fact, you know, we can probably just do this right now. But you put, yeah, let's get the, what the heck, let's do it. Let's put it together since we're here to do that anyway. Here's a big bag of screws, and I'm assuming that they are going to be the shorter screws. It looks like there's only 2 sizes of screws, or no, I take that back. I could be wrong. No, there's 3 sizes of screws. Okay, there we go. There's 4 long ones like this. They're all 3 millimeters, so it's pretty easy to figure them out. These are, I don't know what the length is. It looks like it's about 30 millimeters long, but they're 3 millimeter metric, you know, beveled head screws. So nothing but the best there with a 2 millimeter metric driver. So really the best screws around, man. You can't get better than those. And then you've got, these look like they're about 15 millimeters long, but same size, same 3 millimeter screw with a 2 millimeter drive. And then there's 2 little ones, which look like they're about let's see if I can show it, about 10 millimeters in length, I should say, and you know, same metric deal, and that's for your, there's 2 for your elevator. So that's really it. You know, that's all there is. So again, without even really, you know, me looking at the instructions, so we can just kind of get this together. So again, this just fits in the back plate. We lock that in. This goes right in place, and we'll stick. Well, I need a tool. Got my tool bag here, so I'll grab my 2 millimeter. Pull that out. Got all my tools down there. And we'll take 2 screws. We'll zoom on in so y'all can see this. It's pretty simple stuff. And we'll put 2 screws. I'll just pop those in place. And let's see how that goes down. Y'all can see how that is. And we're just going to tighten those down. So let me see if I can on camera do this for everybody. It's pretty simple stuff. Pretty straightforward. And we'll see how well. Here we go. Drum roll, please. Horizon Hobbies on the spot here, man. See if this goes together the way it's supposed to go together, or if I got to fight it. So, yeah, let's see. Check that out. Let's turn it around. And look at that. They tapped right in there. So perfect. You just got to make sure, again, these are locked in, but I don't think you can, or this, where is it? Right here. Like these things. You got to make sure they're locked in, which they are. So you don't want to over-tighten these, of course, but you know, just make sure they go in. It looks like they're going in nice. Make sure they're snug, but again, don't over tighten them because you can split the plastic. It is just plastic. And then we'll get the next one on. We'll put that in place. And let's see, we'll get this one in. And let's see, we'll put those in. Same deal again. I'll put those, get those going in there. Let's see. This is one of those airplanes, folks, so far that you can do a live show with an airplane like this because it's that good of an airplane. It assembles well. You know, they do their work over there. They do their quality control stuff over there at Horizon. So, you know, they're not fooling around over there, man. They seem to be doing a nice job at Horizon. So some airplanes, you guys have seen some of the other builds I've done and things where, you know, you really got to get into it. You got to glue, you got to do all this other crazy stuff. And a lot of those videos nowadays, I'm trying to make those not live. I'm saving the easy planes like this for the live shows so I can really show you guys this stuff in detail. This is one of those planes that you can, actually this is one of those planes you can just take to the field in a box, brand new, and just get it together and go fly it. You shouldn't have that problem. We'll see what we run into here putting the rest of it together, but I don't think we'll have any issues. So I think that's it, guys. I think we got this together. So there's your backside. There's it all screwed in there nice into that big aluminum plate. And that's going to keep the prop blades from flying apart. So it's just really nice. And you got blades, fan blades to keep it cool. And that's it, folks. That's a nice big, I don't even know what this is. 15-inch prop, maybe 16, I don't know. 14, 15, 16. Nice big propeller blade. Nice scary, swirly, crazy spiral hub. Very nice. Very, very nice. So very impressed with that. So what I'm going to do, hopefully I don't forget where I'm putting this. I'm going to stick this back here just to get it out of the way. And then let's get down to the fuselage. Instructions are here. We got all our other pieces here. And this is just like a pleasure to build this darn thing. I mean, it's just very easy to do. And here you go. You can keep one of these bags. I would keep one of these bags to put all your pitos in. So like I said, when you transport this thing, you can transport these things. Just put this in the battery area, and then you won't lose it. Actually, probably put it in a bigger bag too, just so you keep track of them and stuff. So anyway, and then here's our fuselage, folks. Save the best for last here. This is nice. It does not get too much cooler than how this thing is. Let's see if I can get down a little bit more. Man, look at that. I tell you what, the color looks better, at least from what I'm seeing up close, than it does with what I see on the box. I almost wonder if the photos they took maybe were just overexposed or something, but because, man, the color looks a lot better seeing it in person. I mean, it does seem to be a little more like contrasty, as you go around this thing. I mean, it really, it doesn't look like much of a contrast when you see it in the photos. So maybe they need to do a little better of photoshopping over there. But hey, if that's the only thing with this plane that's an issue, man, the photographs, so be it. So yeah, check that out. That's a cool logo. I would have put a girl on there, but still, the lightning bolt and the cloud and the glove or the gauntlet are cool. So yeah, you gotta like that. That's cool. So that is thunder from above, baby, right there. So, but check out the detail on this. Look how nice that is. Very cool. There's your underside. Here, actually, let me get the stand out of the way. I don't really need the stand right now. There's your underside. There's your plug-ins for your wings, for the ailerons, flaps, gear, lights. There's your metal threaded, your metal threaded hole. So in there to mount everything. And then there's your nose. So let's get to the, actually look at the exhaust pipes on this thing. Look at the stacks on this. This is cool. You don't normally see them, but if you get in there, you see them. See the stacks in there? That's your exhaust stacks off your radial engine. So really neat, streamlined design. You can see all the riveting detail in there. And then your motor is right here. Take a look at the motor in there. See how nice that is? It's ready to go. And lots of cooling. You got some ferrite beads, I think, in there to help reduce, kind of RF signals and stuff, and bad signals coming. And then there's your spinner. Your spinner's going to go on here. Here's your you get your washer, screw off, and then here's where your prop. I'm reaching for the prop here. You can see how nice this should form fit. This should fit in there pretty nice here. That'll lock right on. You've got your look at that. See, you got your fan in there, cooling everything down just like the full scale. And then don't bolt this on until after you've powered it up and set up a throttle cut and all that kind of stuff. So, but man, that's cool. Check that out. That's really nice how that fits together. So, and then from there, just your washer goes on there. Let's see, we'll get that in place, and then your nut goes on there. 189 guys here. I appreciate y'all coming. Let's see, got Captain Photons in the house. TJ Rosenberry's here. Man, feeling better. Man, feeling better. Be watching. The level of detail in this one's fantastic. Yes, very nice. And then, you know, you got your bird scaring spiral there. You know, I think they put that on there to scare birds away and stuff. So you see those on some turbine cones too. So, but yeah, real cool. So, but I tell you, for now, let me take this off so I don't forget to take it off when we power up the plane and then send the plane launching, you know, to the other side of the room. So here, we'll get that off of there. We'll get to more detail on it. So, but anyway, here, let me back off just a little bit on the zoom there. And look at how impressive that is. Look at the guns up front. I think those are 2 guns up front, I think, right in front of the pilot. But check out the pilot in there, man. Look at it. He's got a little gun sight, too. He's got a little glass gun sight in there going on. So he's ready to shoot, man. And yeah, just great little details all over this thing. You know, very nice model. Very cool. Go down a little bit. Fit and finish is nice. Let me see if I can zoom around a little bit and get a little more on that cockpit. Yeah, see the instruments in there? Look at the detail on the top. Very cool, very cool, very nice model. Yeah, lots of little details. Actually, look at the struts. Look at the struts back here in the canopy. Look at that. Is there 2 of them back there? Yeah, it looks like there's 2 or 3 actually. There's 1 in the center. Yeah, 2 on the side. So they went scale with this thing. Very nice. Ventilated hole in the cockpit there just to let some hot air out of there. But yeah, not bad. Look at that. Look at that gun sight though. That little gun sight. Look at that. Look how neat that thing is. That's pretty sharp. Pretty sharp detail right there. Yeah, nice. So even rivets on the cockpit and everything. And so, but yeah, check it out. Here, I'll get a little closer so y'all can see a little more. Yeah, panel lines, rivets, camouflage. And there's that looks like an escape thing. But they applied all the stickers and decals real nice, it looks like. You're getting to the tail there. That's a plastic insert for your elevator. I mean, that goes on there real easy. There's some placards on the tail, your ball link for your tail wheel's fixed. Now, I'm pretty sure FOCKE-WULF's had a fixed tail wheel. There's a light in the back. Check out the light. Let me see if I can get that close to the camera. Let's see if I can even get that to zoom. Yeah, there's your tail light. Look at that. But you see your 2 plastic fittings out the sides there for your elevators to plug right in. Real nice. Very, very nice. And yeah, just cool. Ball links, rods, horns, linkages, they're all installed. But yeah, check out the panel lines on that. Look at the detail. And that tail light is supported by a big chunk of plastic back there. You see, it's like a plastic part they made. And in fact, so is this tail wheel there. See, this is all plastic here. It's a big fitting back here to distribute the load. This is all a piece of plastic right here around here. There's your tail or your rudder trim tab. That's probably a manual trim tab on the full scale, I'm guessing. But that's very nice and nicely labeled. But great detail. Look at the rivets everywhere. Your counterweight again. Looks like they got a little hole up here with some, looks like they've got a, what do you call it, plastic doubler here. And then this you probably put a, I don't know if it came in the box or not, or maybe that's something you do yourself, but you can run an antenna from here all the way down to the cockpit. I think the full scales had that, and I'm guessing there's a little hole in here too. I'm guessing that's probably a radio antenna or something, you know, to run front to back probably or something like that. But honestly, I really don't know. But yeah, great detail all the way around. And then this is cool. This is probably one of the nicest features, I think, on this plane. I'm going to show you guys this. Let me see if I can get it on the stand to do this. Is that going to work? And that might. Now, let's tell you what, let's put it on the table and do it. But this is a first. This is something I've been waiting to see for a long time on one of these models that they haven't done yet. Now they're doing it. Finally, somebody's doing it. Normally, when you take your cockpit off the airplane and you put your wires are, you know, kind of falling and flopping over the edge of this thing or something, you're usually tearing up this edge. Well, this entire edge, finally, this whole thing here is plastic, the entire edge. So, and if I zoom in on that, you'll see what I'm talking about. You got to get in close to see this kind of thing, but you see how the whole edge is plastic all the way around the top? They made this whole thing plastic, so you can't ding your corner anymore. That's not foam. This is all That's all just a plastic edge. I'm going to zoom. I'm going to go all the way across here. Finally somebody did that. And it's the whole corner. You know, you follow this whole thing down. It's the whole corner here, all the way around the top, and then all the way down the other side. So the whole canopy edge, I mean the entire thing, sorry, I'm losing track there. The whole edge of this thing is hard plastic. So as you got a plastic to plastic connection. So when you look at the canopy, and let me get in on the canopy. Let me back off just a little. Oh, no, that's the wrong button. Too many buttons. No. But look at this. See the whole edge, this whole thing? This is all plastic. See the edge there? They molded, and it's really expensive. Probably one of the reasons why this thing is costing what it's costing is because, you know, plastic parts are really expensive to mold. So to make all these little plastic molded pieces costs some change. So, you know, this thing goes all the way across. This whole canopy is plastic, of course, so the edge of the canopy is all plastic. But here, look at it from the underside. You can see, in fact, let me do this one. You can see that better. The whole underside of this edge, the whole darn edge. Let me go back, start back. Sorry about that. Right here. This whole edge is plastic running down here. So you're not going to ding the edge anymore. It's not going to look like, you know, total crap after, you know, 5 or 10 flights. So everything's plastic. Even the tongue area is all plastic. All this part. So yeah, man. They spent some money to make these plastic parts, so we don't have really crappy, you know, joints anymore. So you see this thing plugs in, it goes together, and look at that. You'll never have really, for the most part, generally never have paint and stuff, you know, chipping off of that whole thing. So A+++, you know, that's Dean's List type stuff for foam models right there, folks. I mean, that's about as cool as, you know. That's about as cool as it gets. I mean, they really kind of hit a home run on at least on the canopy part here anyway. I mean, they really did a nice job. Let me put the canopy aside. Let me see, anybody got questions? Photon, why are you selling the P-47? Reckham Royce, I made this from balsa wood. Made this from balsa wood by my, let's see. Olson Aviation Crew Chief, Captain, what is it in, let's see, Dennis, we mean just skinny firewall, let's see. Just looks, let's see. Yeah, the Tiger Cat's pretty awesome. Let's see. Let me take a little drink here, guys. I'm talking myself to death here. Yeah, what is it? TJ Rosenberry says the plastic protection for the wings and canopy is the best part. Yeah, I think we're going to be seeing that from Horizon Hobby from here on out. I mean, you know, once you see it on a model, they raise the bar for everybody else to sort of follow. So there's only 1 or 2 companies I've seen actually go the other way. They'll remain nameless, but man, they're killing it here. They're making this stuff the way that it really probably should have been from the beginning. But you know, it takes time to learn for these companies sometimes to figure out how to do all this. You know, we got a nice latch, of course, back here to lock the canopy in place. And then here, let's get in on here. The battery area is really deep. I mean, you can get way in there. So you can put, I'm being told, you can put a 7,000 pack in this thing. So, you know, 5 to 7, it'll go way into the nose there. And based on the weight of your, you know, if you got a lighter battery, you want it going farther forward. You got a heavier battery, you want it going farther back. So, you know, you can see right here, if I grab this, there's our battery. And I like to, let me get that out in a second. There's your battery floor that slides out, your battery tray. There's your connector in the middle, and your connectors kind of right here. Yeah, that's all your wires that come from the bottom of your wing, just right under there. And then it's got a ferrite bead, again, RF noise to get rid of any RF noise. And then it goes right into your receiver there. Receiver's, you know, stuck down to the bottom there, you know, with, you know, it's got some silicone glue of some kind. Everything's all plugged in, ready to go. All I gotta do is bind this thing. So you got an AS3X only. It says there, leave plugged in while initiating bind. So you can bind this with the bind button, which there's a bind button. Let me see, right? That's a button right here. If you press that, that's a bind button right there. Or you can use the plug, which is that little lead sticking off of there. Where's that darn lead? There it is. Yeah, they've got it. It's this little lead that's hanging there with this flag on it. So you can do it with a bind plug or the button. So, and then your antennas are placed. Let's see, how did they do with that? Let's see where they might have put. Let's see where they might have put that stuff. So let's see. I'm not doing well here with the camera here, folks. All right, let's see. Where's the... All right, I got to back out. I can't see. Sometimes you lose total control of the darn camera and what's going on. Yeah, okay, there's an antenna. Let's see. All right, let me back off here. All right, here we go, here we go. All right, your antennas, they got one of them right. They got one of them right in here. Looks like they taped it here. So I'll probably tape it a little more secure because it's kind of just hanging there. So, and you really don't want it just hanging there. It's good to tape it down to something. So there's one just kind of sitting there. They did tape it, but the end of it's sticking out there, so I'll tape it down somewhere flat later. We'll talk about that when we fly the plane. So, and then the other one is somewhere back here. Yeah, they stuck it way back there. So I'll get those secured, and I'll show that. Again, I'll show that in the flight video when we get to that. So, but otherwise, you know, pretty clean cockpit in here all the way. Battery just comes out here, and you strap it down. You know, it slides out and locks in place. You got to push these ferrite beads. They gave you a little, see this rectangular slot? They gave that to stick those kind of beads down in there so you can slide your tray out over it because the tray goes over all that stuff. So it's kind of a pain doing that, but you know, but that's how you get it in and out and everything. So that is that. And then I'll put some shelf liner probably on this thing. So for right now, in fact, you know what I'll do? I'll actually leave that out. But that's about it, guys, for, you know, kind of the review on this thing and the parts. It's awesome. And I tell you what, the color, like I feel like they need to retake their pictures on the box because the color on this, it looks a lot nicer than what I'm seeing on the box. The box is not bad. It's just that for some reason it doesn't seem to look as vibrant, you know, and contrasty as this thing does. So, but what we'll do is we're just going to get the tail on here, guys. We'll get this on real quick. We'll get this together because this isn't really much to get this whole thing together. So let's just put this in a little bit of a roll without knocking it off the table. I could see that flying away in a hurry. Let's see. So here, I'll put this in here. We hadn't even looked at the instructions yet, so let me get this a little lower here. Put that down. There we go. So, and then we're just going to get our spar. And I'll pull this back apart. Stick one of these in. I'm just going to stick this in the hole. Let's see if it'll go in there. There we go. Fits in nice. The whole thing should fit in there in the pocket pretty much perfectly. Let's see if we can get this. Which way do I have to go? I have to go this way to do this. So let's go a little forward, farther forward. Yeah, there it is. I can probably zoom on that a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. But let's see what the fit's like. And it looks like that slides right in. Perfect. So can't complain about that. So, and then the other side's going to be pretty much the same. What I'll do is I'll flip this up like this, hang it off the table a bit. You guys can get in there a little bit. We'll put this, get in a little closer. I don't think we need too much detail on that, but we'll just do the same thing. We'll just slide this on, push it right in place. And then just like we talked about, we'll join those two halves. So this is a glove finish with no screws. So y'all can see, you can see how nice of a finish that is. You can see your screw holes there. We'll go to the top side. Yeah, very, very nice fit. And notice, I could care less about where those wires are dangling for the most part because I am not going to be, thanks to the plastic edge, okay, I'm not going to be damaging anything. I mean, you might damage the surface, side surface of it or something, but we're no longer going to be tearing up these rails because you've got, you know, where is it? You got something heavy here, you know, ripping across the side of this thing. We now have nice protected rails. So by the time we're done building it and flying it, you know, several dozen times, it's probably still going to look the same. It's not going to look all mangled. So, yeah, man, I like the way they did this. It's definitely really cool. So, all right, let me get the screws on. We'll get that on next. Let's flip this. Let's roll it around here. Get this going. And then I think the tail screws are the really short ones. There's just two. I think they're only 10 millimeters long. I hadn't even looked in the instruction manual, but they're just too little. They're 3 millimeter metric, 3 millimeter with a 2 millimeter, socket. We'll just drop those in. And I'll take my same Allen wrench. Look at the planning of that. Look at that zooming in almost perfectly, but not exactly. So, but any farther and the plane will fall off. So let's see. We'll get this side on here. Screw that in. All right, horizon's on the chopping block here. Are they going to go? Yeah, perfect. Perfect fit. And yeah, it's tapping right in. I don't want to over tighten that thing. All right, cool. So you can get in on that. See how close, how nice that is? It is flush mounted. So it's a nice flush mounted screw in there. So I will get the other side in there real quick. Let me roll this on its side. And again, I'm not even worried about the cockpit section like I normally am because we've got that nice plastic edge. I'm not tearing it up. A lot of times you got it sitting on the stand and you're tearing up the edges of the thing and you're like, ah, I just messed that up. So where's the other one? Oh, it's already in there. Yeah, pop that in place already. So let's get that going. We will put that in place. It's going in nice. Yeah. Pleasure to build. Yeah, very nice. Oh, I'm over compressing it a little bit. Yeah, you don't want to tighten it up too much. Yeah, you don't want to go too tight with it, but because it will compress the foam too much. But there you go. That's it. Tail's on. So all you got to do is snap the ball links in place. So, and we can probably trim that and tune that later. But for now, I got to do a search and destroy here for my ball link pliers. Here they are. So if you guys don't have a pair, get a pair of these. These are ball link pliers, specifically for ball links. You can pop them on and off easier. Let you take them on, let you take them off without, you know, dinging them up so bad. You can do it with a screwdriver too, but a lot of times you end up hacking them up. So, but here we go. Let's get, see if I can get a little closer. Let's see. We'll put this closer so people can kind of see that. So we'll take this baby right here. This is for getting them on. We'll take this edge right here. We'll snap that on. There we go. And that pops it in place, and that's it. When you got to get it off, you just put this fork thing underneath it. This little pin pushes down, and it'll snap it off. So it makes it just easier so you're not trashing your plane and your ball link while you're doing it. So let me put it back on. Put that back in place there. There we go. And that's snapped in. So we are good to go. That might have gone a little low, but that's okay. No, it's in there. So, and then let's get the rudder. The rudder linkage is the next one. And let's see. Let me get that out. It's all stuck there. Here we go. Let's get the rudder going. Let's back off a little bit. There we go. Still 180 guys here. Thank you guys for coming. Oh, here, where's that? Oh, no, the rudder's already on there. That's right, never mind. And also notice they put the rudder actually, I don't know if you guys can see that. Well, they put it on the inner hole. So they've intended it to have maximum rudder throw in there. So, and actually, there's a better look at the tail wheel area, too. You can see that with 4 screws, it looks like. Yeah, with 4 screws, it looks like you could take your tail wheel off. So, but that looks like that's mechanically connected actually to the rudder. So, and then I think I feel a spring in there or something. So it feels like there's a little bit of a spring action in there. I do see, oh, almost dropping the plane. There we go. I do see an E-ring right here, and this is probably where we'll put some foam tack. So, but otherwise, I think we're good to go. So I don't think I scratched anything. So one of the hardships of doing this on camera. So, but let's see. That's it, folks. That's it for the tail. So we'll get the hard part on. Yeah, the hard part, the wing. When I put my P-51 together a while back, this part really didn't fit that well. I had to, because the 3 pins didn't align, although that one plugged in this way instead of straight. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back on for the assembly. That clicks on nice. See, that's another thing. Look how nice this catch is. Yeah, it's got like a nice ramp. You see the plastic ramp? It's got a real nice plastic ramp there. So you don't even need to pull the pin back. You can just kind of stick this in place, snap it, and it locks in. You always want to check it, make sure, yeah, it actually didn't come all the way forward, did it? It's probably tight, but yeah, so it comes forward. So, but let's get the center section on. We'll flip this around carefully on the cruise in stand. Let's put that there. Yeah, that's nice. Let's bring it back over here. And then let me grab the center wing panel. Just a pleasure to build this on camera for you guys. This is nice. Let's see if we can get this down in place. Fits right in. And this is where sometimes you have those pins not quite line up, so you do want to make sure you put this on straight. And these are our little alignment pins. Here, I'll zoom in on these. These are like, yeah, I'm kind of losing you there, but these are little, and let me put it up front. These are little alignment pins on both sides. And those plug into, you know, 2 holes that are on both sides. So you see, you just want to carefully put this on, you know, so you line it up right, and, you know, it should go on. It's supposed to be, you know, kind of like one of those idiot-proof kind of designs where you just plug it in and go, but you still want to do it carefully, you know, have it centered on there because it is kind of a precision fit. So let's see, we're going to carefully push this down, and I am going to look from the side here and see if that's going on. Yep, it looks like it's fitting nice. Yeah, very good fit. Okay, looks good so far. I don't see any problem. This edge seems to be, is that going down? It looks like it maybe is. And if it's not, no, it looks like they went in there, so I just pulled them out. Here we go. Let's get it down on there. Yep, I could feel it. I think I could feel it engage. So, but I don't think this is going to fully go down there until you actually put the screws in. So I think we're at the bottom already. So now that we're here, we'll get our screws, which these ones are kind of long. 1 in each. Let's see. Right here, right here. Let's get this in there. Get that in place. That one looked like that fell too far in. Oh, no, that's locking in. And then here, we'll zoom in a little bit so everybody can kind of witness this. Zoom in on that. Again, with my trusty 2mm, we're going to put that in there. See if we can get that to, and then you can see as I'm watching this, I can see right along this edge how it's compressing. And then I'll put my finger, like I said, I'll usually run my finger along this edge, or at least visually watch it. And as you tighten it, you can see it's actually squeezing this edge together. You see that? And then same thing on the back side. When you go to here, if you can't see it, if you can at least put your finger on that edge as I put the screw in, and the screws are all beveled heads, but they're also, the receiving end of the threads are beveled also. So as I tighten this, you can see and you can feel with your finger that that edge is coming together. So yeah, I see it's tightening it up as I do that. So same thing for the other side. Again, just 4 screws to tighten. So this is good. Let's see. Let's see. Honor Gamer says troll because I don't like foam. Okay, well, whatever. Somebody doesn't like foam. That's okay. So there's foam in your beer cooler, but I bet you like beer, so you must like foam to a certain degree. So hopefully, I guess somebody got a laugh out of that. But yeah, nice. You just check your seams. Yeah, that's going together well. Look at that. Yeah, you can't beat this for the price of this thing, the amount it costs to build something like this. So, and that's it, guys. I think we are in. We're in like Flynn. Yeah. When I tighten the other side, this one got looser because it actually pulls it up a little bit. So, and you do have to have a little compression on this because you got those connections that you're making over there. So, yeah, that's going on well. Nice fit. That's tight. That's real tight. Let's check those out. If you start seeing this compressing, then you're over tightening it. So you shouldn't really see any compression there. That's going on tight. They're going on nice. They're really bottoming out well. So they probably have a lot more support in there probably than they used to in the old days. But that's it. It's on there. And then we'll flip this around. Oh, and I didn't mention this here. Look at the size of that cooling hole right here. There's a ton. I mean, they put that right where the black is. I didn't even notice that before. That's a good place to put it because you can't see it on the black in many instances. So they kind of hit it there with color. So that was really a good idea, whoever came up with that. So, but yeah, there you go. Just check your seam. Make sure your seam is good there. And that should be it. So if you have to take your wing off for transport, you can unscrew those screws and take your wing off for transport. So it's just that nice. So let's back out. And then that's basically, the airplane as you're gonna transport it like this. And the outer wing panels will come off. Usually, I usually don't have to take the center wing section off. You can if you have to transport it, but most people are going to transport it like this. So you just take your outer panels off. So, and let's see how the outer panels go on now, because that's always the part with these planes, with this and the Mustang, that's usually kind of a tight fit, but and it's usually more challenging to put on. It's kind of graphic sometimes putting it on, but let's see. Let's see how this is going to go on there. We're going to pop this in place, line up these pins, and let's see how it does. I usually find myself needing to put my body like kind of against it, one hand on this side, and then with a hand on the tip here, or actually take your hand like this, your whole body like this, put it on the side of the fuselage, and then push them straight together. So I'm going to push, and there we go. It's on. That's the only way I've found to do it, is grabbing that tip and doing that. And then taking it apart really is about the same, but just sort of the opposite. I was actually talking backwards there. But I'll put my body here, put one hand here, and then very carefully, or grab it here somewhere, and then just with the hand on the wingtip, just pull it straight apart. And that's about the best way. It's a little graphic taking this off, but that's kind of how it was meant to be. So but let's get that back in place. That's it. That snaps in place. But this is it, folks. Look at this edge. Let me get on that, the seam line there. That's what I kind of wish they did with the Mustang from before. Let me go up a little bit. But the seam is now a plastic to plastic seam, so you're not going to really ding it up over time. You might scratch some of the paint off of it, but you're not gonna wear away, you know, like what I would say is like a foam only, you know, seam. It's a stellar seam. Let me flip it upside down, and we'll see how it looks like on that side. So you can see it's a plastic to plastic seam instead of the foam to foam seam like the 1.5 meter, you know, Mustang was. So it's pretty cool. They're doing a great job, man, on these things. I mean, it's pretty awesome. Here, let me widen out here a bit. Let's get back out, and then we will here. Let's do the other side. Let me carefully walk around here. I'm going to put this. I'm going to walk in front of the camera. Sorry, guys. So, hence the wireless mic. All right, there we go. I'll bank this a little bit with the Mustang. All right, let me get, almost fell, almost tripped over some wires. Miscellaneous wires. All right, here we go. This is going to go on here. Pop that into place. It is so nice to put something like this together, where it goes together the way it's supposed to go together. So, there we go. So I'll get that, and I'll just snap this. You got to make sure those things are lined up, and that's it. Snaps into place. And there's your butcher bird right there. So widen that out. Let you guys see. We'll come on down. That is awesome. That is totally awesome. I mean, I tell you, look at it with the Mustang. I mean, it looks, I tell you, the color on it really looks better, I think, than what the box and the pictures that I've been seeing show. I mean, it really does look, it just looks more vibrant than what I've been seeing. So, and then here, let's get the cone on there just for looks. We're going to take it off because we're going to power up the plane, but yeah, there's, you know, there she is. So, and then for detail purposes, I don't want that to fall. Yeah, it might fall off. That's okay. Oh, there is one more screw, by the way, and that's for, you know, your spinner cone. I think that's what that's for. Yep, that should be going on there. So we'll get that on there in a bit. And then our guns, which I will put on here, and I'm probably going to have to look at, I might have to actually look at the box to see where the heck those things went. Yeah, the big cannons are in the middle, are in the center. So we'll just take those, and we're going to screw those on. There's your bigger cannons, your like fatter ones, shorter, fatter ones. And then your longer ones go right on there. And then this is where your pitot goes on right here. So that goes on. Nice, screw on, screw off. Can't go wrong with that. That's nice. That's very cool. And then these all go on here. So I'm not going to bother putting them all on because actually I'm going to take them off because when I'm maneuvering it and you know, binding and stuff, that's pretty much where I break all my stuff off, getting them in and out of cars and things. And so yeah, let's get those off. But that's nice. We'll get them all on. We'll do the final reveal at the end of the darn thing. So, but just to give you a kind of a completion for it for right now, I'll stick all the guns right there. Get the prop and spinner off. I'll put that aside once again. And there you have it, guys. That's pretty much it. So we're gonna bind this thing up. And in fact, I think what I'm gonna do is I've got a bunch of batteries here. Let me take a short break. Let me lift up the wing of this Mustang. Let me move this over a little bit. And let me focus a little on the chat thing here and see, has anybody got questions? We'll just take a little break here. Got 212 guys watching. Thank you guys again for coming. Shady Horror Gamer. Let's see, I like all the good planes no matter what mods come from, but you just, I don't know. Some guys are getting hidden, so you need to boot the, well, we need to boot somebody. We don't need to boot them. Just let them keep talking, you know. Usually when you got somebody on board that's saying stuff that they don't, you know, are kind of stupid, they just bury themselves. So it's cool. I haven't been watching the chat log here, guys, so much because I've been working on this. So, you know, if you're freaking everybody out, what is this? Wreck-'em Roy's go lock. I don't want to look. I don't know what that is. Yeah, let's keep it civil here. Whatever's going on. All right, I haven't been watching. So who's the offender? Paul Hatcher's here. Bill Shepard's here. Who else we got? Who's the horror gamer guy? Do you drink soy from a foam company? Whatever. I don't know. Oh, well, that's okay. Not going to worry about him. Just ignore him. Let's see. Hey, Don, what's up? Justin Brents is here. Jackson Aviation. You guys got any questions want to throw in there? Rich, you need mods. I would be happy to, free of charge. Well, what mods? That's TJ Rosenberry saying. Think it will be as fast as the Mustang. We'll see. Let's see. You don't silence people for their opinion. Yeah, I don't silence people. Yeah, I mean, let them talk, man. People bury themselves. I don't need to do it for them. Let's see. I think it's faster than the Mustang. Really? Okay, I'll be dying to see it. I'll be dying to fly it here. We'll get it out. I'm hoping we'll get it out like next weekend to fly for everybody. So, and we'll get it on grass, I think, and that's I prefer to do it on grass. You try the NX preset for the 190. You know what? Dale RB Senior just said, will you try the NX preset for the 190 if it has what? It's interesting you said that because on the NX10, when you boot this thing up, let me let it come up here. There we go. I'm going to take the sticker off now because I think we kind of got the note on that. So I'll put that down there. There is a, here, let me see if I can even do this on camera. I ought to be able to. Let's try it out. Let me bank this thing. Let's get in on here. There is a function, or there is a, oh, this is going to be a challenge here. Let's see. There's a menu that I went to, if I remember correctly, system setup. Yes. And I did the update on it too. And then you go to model select. And then I put in that E-Flight FW190, but look, when you add a new model, this is what it does with the new thing. It lets you go to add new bind and fly. Okay, and then it gives you this menu of just tons of, and I don't know if these are presets, I guess they're presets, but I searched for the E-Flight. Shoot, sorry about that. I searched, because you can see all the E-Flight stuff in there. I'm doing this while I'm staring at the camera and looking at the back of the radio, guys. So, but there's, like, for example, there's the A10 twin 64 millimeter. So, and I looked, and I honestly, I could not find the FW190 in there. I looked and looked and looked, and I couldn't find it. So maybe it's so new of a model, it didn't upload, because I just, right before this live show, I went ahead and I put the most current update. So I don't know if there's another way to update it or whatever. But we'll see. Because I was going to use the 10 for this, but I think I might just use the 6 to bind this up with. But or maybe I'll just use the 10. What the heck? Maybe we'll just bind it up on this one and go. Here, sorry about that, guys. I'm kind of tilting this thing. But yeah, I looked, and I couldn't find it. I was not seeing it in here unless I blew past it so fast. F-16 Thunderbird. There's a Habu, F-4 Phantom II, Mustang. See, there's the E-Flight P-51 Mustang. I don't know which one that is. That's probably the 1.5 meter right there. But I looked, and I was not finding yeah, I just wasn't finding it in here. I went all the way through, and so maybe it's such a new plane they just hadn't put it up there. There's the FMS Avanti plug and play. Look at that, FMS BAE Hawk. So this is one of the nice things about this NX series is it has all this stuff. I tell you what, if the DX series has it, I don't know about it. I never even saw it, but apparently this has it. Maybe there's an update. But anyway, Park Zone, a bunch of other stuff. So anyway, so I went ahead. I already found. Probably didn't need to do that. You can see you got a progress bar, you know, like on this side too that you can see. So, but anyway, I'll go back here. We'll just bind it up to this. I think. Let me go back here. Let me back up a little bit here. All right, let me look at it front ways because it's making me dizzy doing it this way. Let's see. Let me back out of here. Let's go back to the main screen. I also went into aircraft type, and I already put in, you know, one aileron, one flap, and then you can put in all the rates and throws and stuff that the book manual says. And like I said, I think they're already preset, but again, it wasn't in this. So let's see. Save the Humans. Good afternoon, Rich. Good, he's here. Paul Hatcher, Bill Shepard, Jamie Ramirez, all these guys. Let's see. Shady's around. Sea Mafia's here. Let's see. Who else is in the house here? Jared. Pretty cool. They have all the planes built into the transmitters. Yeah, it's pretty neat. I tell you, I'm impressed with the Horizon stuff, the way they're doing this, folks. And still got 80 people in the house, guys. So I appreciate y'all coming. So let's get into binding this thing. I'm going to do something really quick to keep my battery in place here. Let me turn this off. One thing I hadn't figured out if I like or don't like about these NX radios is the on-off feature. Obviously, you're not going to ever screw up and turn it off accidentally. But to get it on and off, you press this button right here. You press it and hold it for a bit, and then it shuts down. So, and I hadn't figured out if I liked it. I think I don't like the convenience of that. I prefer the switch, but this is safer. You know, you're not going to ever bump it. You have to really be holding it for a while to turn your transmitter off. So in that regard, yes, I think it's a better way to do it. But for me, I just like flipping a switch instead of pressing and holding to like turn the thing on. But hey, that's technology, that's progress, and that's a large part of the reason why the G2 batteries are coming out. Without the balance lead, they're safer. I guess I've been hearing there's still house fires and stuff going on with lithium batteries and stuff. And I just got mine out of the house here just recently, so I'm trying to get my batteries out everywhere. So they're trying to make them safer with this G2 stuff. So it's a pretty good thing. But here's what I'm going to do really fast. I'm going to take my battery floor while I got you guys here and we're talking and stuff. I'm going to take some scissors and some shelf liner, and I'm going to really quick just cut, because I think they got this. I think they got the size of this right already. So I'm just going to cut a piece of this to fit my floor, because I'm not going to use Velcro. I'm just going to cut a length of this stuff. And let me just cut this. I'm just cutting. This is how I do it, guys. It's not magic. It's magical, but it's not magic. Let's see. And then I'm just cutting it to the length of this thing. I'm just going to get it in there so it's not sliding around. I forgot to do this earlier. But that's it. Just cutting a piece of shelf liner. That should fit in there okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. See that? You guys can see what that looks like. There it is. Use Velcro, guys, if you like Velcro, but you got to put something on here. Velcro or shelf liner or something, because the battery's just sitting on this thing. It'll slide around, and if it's sliding around forward and back, you will crash. So, you want to make sure you got that taken care of. Double-sided Scotch tape. This is the stuff you want, except no substitutes. So I'm going to take a piece of that off, and I'm going to put a couple of pieces really quick across here. Let's see. Oh, and I'm going to use this for 1 second, guys. Put this on here. I'll try to answer some questions as everybody's kind of talking there. Let's see. Had a battery die in the radio and it just turned off while flying. Yeah, that's not a good scenario either. That's not good when that happens. I'm just putting a few pieces. No, I went too far with that one. Show you guys what I'm doing. A couple pieces here. This should be good enough to keep this all on here. Because this does not have to be total perfection, but you want it to be pretty darn close. All right, here we go. Because you just need it for the stickiness of it. go. I'll show you here what I do in just a second. Just cutting a few pieces off. There we go. One more. And then that should fit. That should do it. All right, there we go. So we got your battery straps. We got your floor. There we go. There's your floor. And all I did was take some double-sided Scotch tape real quick. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but I ran it along these, okay, just across there. So when I put this, let me back off here. When I put this on here, I'm just going to put one edge on here. I got to kind of see what I'm doing here. And then I'm just going to lay it flat onto here, okay? And then I'm just going to kind of press it down. So what'll happen is it'll just stay on there. That'll keep it there. And then now, with all that in place, because that's my preference, this is the battery. Oh, by the way, this I'm pretty sure, I don't think it's a G2 battery, but if you buy the combo for this plane, this is the one I think you get. So don't quote me on that, but check it out in the listing. But it's the 5030C Spektrum Smart. So, but for 50 bucks, you know, good deal on the battery. So I'm going to put this right down on here. In fact, actually, I'm going to put it sideways, actually, because I think you guys know how I'm doing this thing. So I'm going to put this in here. I'm actually going to pull this through, because pull it down this way. Tighten this up here. Through there, and you don't have to go too tight with it, but pretty tight. Because if you go too tight, you're bending and flexing this floor here. So, because once you put the battery floor into the plane, the tray, it's going to straighten it out because the rails are straight. So if you over tighten these, you can break this floor. So you got to kind of get it tight, but not too ridiculous. See if you tighten it up a little bit too much. See what it does to the floor. It actually bends the floor. But if it's a little bent, it's not the end of the universe, because when you put this in here, when you slide it in, it's going to straighten it out. So when I put it in here, it'll, see that? The only thing I'm going to ding is this. This is the thing you got to keep from dinging. I just put a little ding in there. But you're not going to ding the edge of your plane anymore. So I actually have a remedy for that too, if you guys want to see that. And I should have done that already. In fact, let's do that real fast. Actually, let me lock the battery in. I'm going to lock that into place here. Let me get that in place. That's locked in. What I will often do, if I have some Velcro, which my Velcro, now there it is. What I will often do is I will take a little piece of Velcro, like this, and with my connector like this, this the right way without screwing this up. I'm just going to cut a length of it. I don't want to waste it, but it's easier to do it this way, I think. What I will do, take a piece to the soft side of the Velcro. Velcro, the miracle fabric of the 80s. That's actually before that. It's invented way before that. And I will wrap it carefully. That a little overlapping. I'm just going to go over the edge just a little bit. I will wrap mine around here in an effort. Put this down here. I'll show you here the finished product. Give me 2 seconds here. There we go. Without cutting wires. You don't want to cut wires. I'll zoom in on that. It's not really to Velcro it to anything necessarily, but I'll do that often with these things. It's just a pad, so I don't put a ding in the side of it, because I already put one ding here, and I already put a ding. I can see already a ding down here, like right down here. Not major, but just from the end of this, because these things are harsh. So when it's out there, you don't have to worry about the edge of this thing anymore. The edge is secure, but if you put a little pad on here, that kind of keeps your thing from damaging your foam, so your connectors. So anyway, little tip, not a big deal, but all right, and I think it's time to bind. It's time to bind so we can fly. So let's do this. Let's do this. I'll get the NX10 here ready, and we'll do the whole bind deal. I'll try to do it with the button. Let's see. Here we go. Let me look at the instructions. It's been a while since I've done that. So, all right, using the bind plug. I don't know if I need to do that or not. Now, let me see. Do I have a bind plug? Actually, it might be easier with the bind plug, actually. Usually it's easier to do that. I got one hanging around here. So, let's see. Let's plug this in. See if I can do it the right way. You can use the button or the plug, but I think when you're doing it in safe, because I'll set it up for safe. Let's plug that in real fast. And then it says safe enabled using the bind plug. Let's see, we'll put our bind plug in. Throttle's all the way down. We'll plug everything in. Let's go ahead and plug it in and see what we got. Put the gear up just in case. I don't think that's going to matter. It's flashing. There we go. It's flashing. Then it says remove the bind plug. Pull that out. Where is it? It disappeared on me. Let's do that with the plug. And then with it removed, we'll bind. So we'll turn this on, press our button, hold in our bind plug, and let's see if we bind up. Oh, it says not charged for flying. That's okay. Okay, yeah, I got that. That's okay. Let's cancel that out. There we go. It says it's not charged for flying. Okay, well, anyway, it should be set. And it looks like we're bound up. So I'll do a, let's do a safe mode assignment here real quick. And we'll put these to the inside and let's try this, see if it does it 6 times. Well, maybe it's not going to bind up. Well, we can set it later. I'm not going to worry about that too much. But we are bound up and things are good. We'll talk about all that stuff. You guys have seen that probably 1,000 times. So. But we can assign our safe switch, and looks like everything's working here. Yeah, we got our battery in place, and I think we're good to go. Throttle's working. That's why you want the prop off so you don't bump that thing. And I'm going to go here into throttle cut. We'll talk about that real fast. Usually the first thing I do when I do something like this nowadays is I will go to the throttle cut there. So let's see if I go here. Let's see if I can do it backwards. That's a challenge. Nope, I did it wrong already. Yeah, throttle cut. And then we're going to go to assign the switch. I'm going to assign mine to this one. So once we hit that, highlight that inhibit, we can flip the switch. And it should assign, which it just did. It assigned switch G. So once we've done that, we can press the wheel, I believe. There we go. And what we're going to do is the position that I want to be hot, and you can see that little caret moving below those 3 boxes. I want this to be the hot section. So I'm going to scroll this down to there. I'm going to make that one white. And I'll make those other 2 positions black. So what that should do for us, let me back off, is with my switch, and you assign it how you want it, but with my switch up, okay, I should have throttle. Okay, but when I go to the other 2 positions, no throttle. Nope, the other way, there we go. So up is throttle, the other 2 positions is none. So that's perfect, so our throttle cut is set, and now we can play with it. So then we can set in our rates and throws and all that kind of stuff, and we should be good to go. But here we go, let's get the canopy back on. I'll set the rates and throws later. We'll talk about that during the flight because I don't want to go into all that right now because that's pretty easy stuff. And then here, let's get the landing gear down. Let's see what this thing, let's see how nice this thing looks. I'm really dying to see the gear on this and see how nice it looks. So let's take this thing. It's a good size plane. When you get this together, pretty honking airplane. Let's see, get it up there. All right, it's trying to roll me around is what it's doing. So let's get the flaps. I'll mess with that later. Let's get the gear down. There we go. Outstanding. Look at that. Look how nice those are. Oh, yeah, those are just big aluminum struts. Nice compression. Very, very cool. So, yeah, it's trying to ride us around. Let me get in here to the flap menu, too. Let's see if we can go into that. I'm going to try to get on in there. I wish they had the preset. I could have made them in my life a little easier. Let's see if I can do this. Do this here. No, I just made that, yeah, I just made that hot in the wrong place. Let's go back out of here, and let's go to flap system. Let's go to activate the switch. I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to back out of here. I'm going to go to where my flap switch, which is usually this one. I'll select it, and it will assign that switch, which it just did, I think. There it is. I'll press my scroll wheel. And then we can set our rates and our throws and stuff, so, or our rates for it. So let's take a quick look at what that is. And in fact, I'm going to probably just eyeball it here. I'm going to go to elevator. No, not elevator, flap. In the up position. And I'll just dial that so it goes all the way down pretty much. That's about it. That's all we have. I'll mess with it later. So they are where they are. Done this enough times that it's kind of the same thing over and over again. Now we'll go back this way. It's probably plus 100 or something. All those are in the manual, and actually I'll show you that here in the manual. So there's your flaps where they're supposed to be, probably, and then I'll go to speed of, I'll use 2. Usually 2 is what I use. So actually, let's see what the book says after I put in. Here's what I put in. I don't know if there's elevator to flap mixing, so I don't remember. So, but this is what I set up everything as just now, just kind of off the cuff. So got at the top minus 100 on the flap, plus 100 on the full flap position 2, and then 2 on the speed. So and let's see how that works. In fact, what I'll do is I'll turn this around so everybody can see. And I might need to tune that a little bit. The AS3X there is trying to roll me around is what it's doing, so that's why they're twitching a bit. It thinks I'm inverted and wants to help me right now, and it's going crazy sort of. So let's see, but there's our flaps. That's how they look. There we go. And I don't know why it's working. Oh, I see what happened. It actually is assigning it for each. Here, let's see. Normal. Oh, you have to assign it for each position. Wow, that's interesting. Let's go here. You can assign a speed for each position that you're in. So you see the flaps working here. You can see I'll zoom in on them. Get them here a little closer here. Let's go back here. Everybody can see that. You can see the flaps pretty good there, I think. So, but yeah, you have to assign them for each position on this one. That's interesting. So, because you may want them to go fast in a certain setting and it's slower in a certain setting. So they give you that ability, you know, to choose that. So, but that's pretty neat. So I'm curious to see what the manual says. I would have loved to have used the preset. Let me back off here. Let me look at that wingtip light. Look how bright that darn thing is. And then we got our tail light here too. Look how bright that is. That's huge. Let me go to the quick start setting. I'll put this up to the quick start information. Let's see what else there is here. All right, guys, so we just built this thing with no instructions. So, because it's so easy how this thing all goes together. Here, look. What a guess. All right, let's see. Just by doing that off, kind of just, not even memory, but just kind of from, you know, doing this a million times, how these things are set. You can see, now you see your elevator rates, right? Let's see. Here's your dual rates right there. But let me turn this straight. 1 aileron, 1 flap. But look at your flap system settings there. Yeah, minus 100. Oh, they have plus 20. Okay, for mid. That's a new one. And then plus 100. So yeah, that's about where I had it on the flap switch. Speed of 2. So that's pretty standard. So there's probably some other settings in here. And again, we'll talk more about that for. They actually have. You notice at the bottom they have NX10 in there and NX6. So they've added the new radios to the new menu, to the new manuals and stuff. But dual rates, you notice there, high and low, 170. So it's just that simple. So, and I'll set those later. Again, we'll talk about that a little bit when we do the flight demo. So, but anyway, that's it, folks. We're done with this baby. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the tank on, so we'll get this thing fully configured, you know, the way like it was meant to kind of be. I'm liking the retracts, man. I'm liking the landing gear. Landing gear's tough. That's some cool stuff. Let's put that on. Slide that back. And Let me pick this up. Let me get this out of here because we don't need that. Yep, it's trying to roll me around. AS3X trying to help me. It's just making noise now. All right, we've got our safety off. There we go. Let's flip her around here. Let's go. Here we go. Roll it around. Without hitting too much stuff here. Sorry, guys. Limited space. Limited space. Let's see. Let's get this down. I got it on the, yeah, there we go. We're good. All right, we got the tail wheel down. There we go. Just fits. All right, we are right on the edge of disaster here. Let me get my glasses out of there. And that's it, guys. That's the butcher bird right there. We are ready to go. So, oh, it's on the edge. Oh, yeah, we're about to go there. Yeah, it was close to disaster. But awesome, guys. Awesome. Let me straighten it out, actually. That's probably going to be better for you guys. I will chalk it. Throw some chalks in. Get one wheel chalk under here. Got these things. Graves RC. These are chalks for the wheels. Put it this way there. It doesn't roll anywhere. The other one under here. There we go. Real nice. The main gear have bearings. Oh, wow. Let's check that out. That's kind of nice. Let's make sure everything's working the right way, too. Let's see. Right aileron, left aileron. Let me back this off. Go back a little bit here. Yeah, there we go. All right, there we go. We got the whole thing in the frame now. Let's see, right, left, up, down, left, right. Yeah, and I'll set the throws and everything later. Let's get the prop and spinner on because we've got our safety. We've got no throttle going now. Let's get this in place. Let's see. Put this on. And that's it, guys. Real easy assembly. Piece of cake getting this together. Very nice, very nice. I'll tighten it up fully later. We'll get the spinner on there. See if I got that screw. Yeah, there it is. There's the screw. Take my 2mm, my metric. Get that on there. Actually, let's take that off of there. Stand up here. That's just not happening, is it? Let's put this here. There we go. Stick that through there. It's probably easier to do it that way to line that up. Get that in place. Nice fit, nice fit. Perfect. Yeah, perfect model, folks. No complaints really with it. Get our guns on there finally. Our drop tanks on there. So we've got our big guns there, big fat cannons. I'm not sure what those are. Might even be like a 20 or 30mm or something, who knows. And then our bigger ones here all screw in with metal threads, real nice. Yeah, very, very cool. So hopefully I don't break one off while we're walking around it here, but that is it. I mean, look at that. Look at that bad to the bone airplane there. Very cool. Get this in place. And there's our PD. See the light shining off of there? So very cool, guys. I'm impressed. I'm real impressed. Very, very cool. Let me put the throttle down. We'll activate the prop. Get a little speed out of it. Very neat. So let me hit the safety back on so the throttle's off. And that's it, folks. It's pretty easy airplane to assemble. Went together nice. Not really too much trouble getting anything on there. So let's see. Any trimming on the skirts to be done? I don't know. I want to get it out to the grass, but with our grass runway, that's a good question. I don't think so. Look at the distance. We just did some Spitfire videos, and we had those things really touching the grass, scraping the grass, and we didn't trim those at all. And these are standing a good. In fact, if I was going to measure this, taking a ruler, if I was going imperial, we're looking at probably, it's a good 1 1/4 inch off the ground at the lowest point, so that's what I'm measuring there. And at the highest point up here, it's like 1.5 inches probably. So you've got a lot of space between here. They didn't make it drag as low as probably the scale bird is. So, but I tell you what, you got plenty of room though. I mean, if you want to cut off 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, I mean, you can cut off whatever you want, but I don't think you're going to need to, but it's going to depend on your grass. It's going to depend on what your field, actually is like. So, but man, this thing's got a big nose on it. I can't hardly see around it. I'm hidden back here. So, let me see y'all's questions. You guys got any questions you want to throw out at me? Because we are done with this thing. Other than, getting your throws and your rates and your throws and stuff together, I could cover, in fact, real quick, I can just do a run through of, here, let me zoom in a little bit. But yeah, there's your manual. Let me back off wide a little bit. But yeah, there's your manual. It covers the quick start guide, which, goes into a whole bunch of stuff. So, and that will really cover some detail on your deflections of your ailerons, your elevator rudder, flap deflections. So I'll get all those set in. I don't want to cover all that right now because it just takes a lot of time. It shows exponential. If you want some expo in there, what they recommend, elevator to flat mix. See, that's an important one there, is elevator to flat mix. So we'll stick in 8% and 15. I'll probably go with that. I'll probably use 15 and 30 millimeters for flaps. That's probably a good setting. I'll probably use that. I'll set all that stuff up in there. And then you got your parts right there, which, we covered all that. That's just everything we put together. Even the 5 pitot tubes they got across the top. So, they go into this whole thing. And, but, there's more detail, for your different types of radios and how to set up. But then they just go into your assembly, just like we did. I didn't even look at the instructions ahead of time. So just did the elevator, put your screws in, make your connection here. And then, hang on a second here. And then here, get your wing on. Let's get that right there. Your wing on, just straight on like we did. I just did it upside down though. So put the airplane upside down, put the wing on, and then put your 4 screws. That's it. And then your guns, like we did. Sorry about that, guys. 5 guns or 4 guns and your pitot on the end. And then there's you can either choose if you want the drop tank or not. And then your prop and spinner. So they go into screw lengths here. And let's see what else. And then receiver and everything. They go into all that detail. So lots of guidance in here. I've done this so many times with these that it's pretty easy. So they do talk about, optional, if you want to use Velcro or whatever. I just showed you my method, which is just using shelf liner. That's just my preference that you guys know pretty much. And then talk about binding and stuff, using the bind plug and all that kind of stuff, and adjusting your rod lengths and stuff. They go into all that. And so it's all there in the manual, folks. Signing your safe select switch designation. I'll probably do that later. That's what I was trying to do, is just put the 2 inwards, flip your switch up and down 5 times, and you hear the control surfaces flutter, and that means that it's set. And then they go into the smart technology, how to access that through the radio. So that's, we may talk about that when we're flying. So smarts is awesome, but I don't use it that much. And then here we've got your CG right over here. So, and they're calling it, what are they calling it? 105 to 20. Let me zoom in. That's the key figure. I usually highlight this ahead of time, but there's your CG. 105 to 120 back from the inner gun mount. Okay, from the inner gun mount. Okay, that's good to know, because normally they do it from the leading edge, where the leading edge meets the wing. But this one is saying 105 to 120 millimeters back from the inner gun mount on the leading edge, with the aircraft upside down. So that's normally how you balance slow wing planes, is when it's upside down. So we'll mess with that. We'll get that where it needs to be. So, and then that's it. I think, yeah, prop, spinner, engine stuff, troubleshooting guide. So that's it for the manual, folks. That's it. I think we've covered about everything. I'll talk about a lot of the other stuff later. But some details I do want to point out to everybody. Oops, without knocking my stuff over. Sorry about that. Hopefully I didn't just lose signal with everybody. Man, I'm digging these. Look at the wheels on this thing. There's, in fact, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to unplug the airplane. Actually, let me show you a couple things first. Let's do this. Look at the wing lights on this thing. Look how bright those are. Very sharp, very bright. Yeah, just super, super bright lights. And then let me roll this to the other side. You got your green there. See how bright that baby is? Yeah, I mean, it's almost blinding. So in the dusk, you'll really see this. And then they got a tail. Then they got a tail light. Yeah, airplane's trying to roll me around. There's your tail light, super bright. So very, very cool. A couple other things too. I'm going to zoom in on here for everybody. See your wheels. There's ball bearing mounts right there. So really, really nice detail there. You want to put a little foam tack on that E-ring so it doesn't come off, but all ball bearing supported wheels. So really nice job. Very scale hubcap too, very scale wheel. Very much like the full scale airplane here. And then you've got, you know, your suspension here, your compression. It's going to take some, you know, some movement to get that in and out, but look at the nice aluminum strut. Look how cool that is. This is all machined aluminum. It's not plastic. So it's a really long strut. There are some E-rings here. You'll want to put some foam tack on your E-rings. There's one here, one there, and one. There's a bunch of them in there, so you'll definitely want to have, you know, E-rings, you know, all foam tacked and everything. So, but really nice, folks. Here, let me show you. We'll get in on the retracts one more time. Let me zoom back out here. Let's take a look. Go wide angle again. There we go. We'll put this, actually, I'm going to go vertical. Point this thing straight up, straight down. Get that right there. All right, everybody got that okay? Yeah, let's cycle these things. Very nice. Excellent. They go right in. Flush fit. Yeah, I mean, Horizon's doing a good job with this stuff. Definitely doing nice. Let's get those out again. There we go. Flaps working okay. There we go. Flaps extending, retracting. And again, I'll fine tune it all later, get it set up and ready to fly, and we'll talk about it at the field. So yeah. All right, guys, that is it. Very impressive. Easy to put together. Let me unhitch that so I can turn this around a little easier. Very impressive model, folks. It gets big. I'm having a harder time dealing with it now because it's so darn huge. So, but that's it. Let me get the wheels, get them in the chocks there, and we're in like fling, guys. Hopefully you can see me back here behind this thing. So, James Stancil said, "Good show. Thanks and good luck." 153 guys still here. Definitely needs weathering. That's from Save the Humans there. Yeah, it probably could. Actually, I'm going to slide back over here. I tell you what, man, this plane is standing so tall, it's so big, I can't see my screen up there. I have a big screen I'm staring at right there, and I can't see it because the plane's in the way. So let me move this out of the way so I can start reading all y'all's stuff. So let's see. Dad's RC Hangar says, "Need to go. Great build, Rich. Have a good week, all." Check out Dad's RC Hangar, guys. He's got good stuff there again, so check him out. Is there enough space for a good sound system? Yeah, it seems pretty big. I've never put a sound system in, so. But I think there's a lot of room in there, so. But you see the light? My neck is green. Let's see. Love the ease of these new planes. Yes, Ian Bowen says. Very easy to put these things together. Piece of cake. And, you know, when I do these live shows, I'm trying to only do the live, you know, buildings with planes that I'm pretty sure are going to go together well. This is one of those planes, obviously. I mean, if you can do in a live show a whole assembly, and I could even go into the detail of the setup and all that, but I don't think we need. We'll do that later. That's a little more time consuming, but to make sure everything's correct. But oh, Raymond Molina says, "Where'd you get the chocks?" I actually got these at Graves RC locally. They were clearing them out, so when I got them at the time, I don't know who makes them or who made them or where you get them. So, but that's where I actually bought these from, and they're nice because they're adjustable. And then this actually pops out, so you could like put string or rope or something. But that's the first time I've ever popped them out. But yeah, so I just left that plug in there. But so you could tie it down or chalk it or change the it's an adjustable chalk. It's pretty cool. So, but yeah, it keeps it from rolling around. I keep them in my flight bag, take them to school, take them to the field with me. But yeah, these planes go together well. If Horizon High had the stock 51, include the soft Robart tires. Anyone watch the RC Greeks video on the result? Yeah, I mean, they work better. You put a softer tire, but you can still land that Mustang where you need to. In fact, the hard tires are better if you're flying off of grass. They just are. So, but on pavement, yeah, you bounce them around. Nice video, Kid. Good work. Yeah, you got peace out from Belgium. That's Psycho Dad. So Psycho Dad is peacing out. So that's good. He's doing it peacefully. Let's see. Jack Tregellis. Great time to be in the hobby. Thanks for making it even better, Rich. What do I do with these phone boxes? Yeah, just trash them, you know. So actually, the cool thing about a plane like this, you don't glue any of this stuff together. So if you keep the box and you sell the plane, you can put it back in the box and mail it to somebody. So if you have the space to keep the box. So, but yeah, that's one thing. Doesn't look like it will accept a bomb drop. It might. I mean, you could put a bomb drop anywhere you wanted to if you got the right mechanism and you mount it, you know, properly. So, but I really like the way that they included this cover. So if you don't want the drop tank on there, you know, you just pop that off, take the cover, put it on there, slide it back, and now you have a nice clean finish underneath. It doesn't look like there's something hanging down there, so it's kind of nice. Save the Humans doesn't nice look. Let's see. Shady said, did you show the back of the spinner at all? Oh, yeah, I can show you that if you want to see it one more time. Let me show you that. Yeah, the back of the spinner is darn awesome. Yeah, it's, you know, let's show you here. This has got, it's funny, this is what I was doing all week at the at that show that I was at, is showing people all the planes I brought to the event. So let's see if I can find it. Oh, that's a challenge, finding the center of that thing. Let's see, where's that at? There we go, I found it. All right, let's see. All right, probably can find the file to 3D print them. Yeah. So here's the back of the spinner. Very impressive. They did a nice job with this. We went through the whole assembly, so if you want to go back through the video, you'll see the assembly of this thing. It's pretty nice. There's how it looks. You put the aluminum plate in there, and then you put your, they're tapped. The plate is tapped. So you basically drop your 6 screws in there, and that's it. It's really nice. It took all of a few minutes just to assemble that, so it's pretty cool. These all lock in right here. These are locking. So yeah, just rewind back to the beginning parts of the video. One thing I will say too is just make sure these wires and everything here are tucked away and out of the way. There are some wires here. Here, let me get in on that. Let me take this off. That's something I kind of noticed earlier, but be sure, this is just a little caution from me, be sure all these ferrite beads, these magnets or whatever these are, make sure they're tucked away and down there, because potentially, I'm just thinking out loud here, that these fan blades are pretty close to that and could strike that. So just make sure those are out of the way. They're not sticking up out of there, and you know, so just something to think about. I could kind of see that maybe happening. So, but yeah, but this is a great prop and spinner. They did a nice job. Very cool, very cool. So tighten that back up there. Yeah, pretty easy. Hex drive, type lock. Get this down in there. I'm gonna stick that in there first. Get that lined up. There it is. Push that through, and then stick this on. And then you can tap it. You thread it right in there. So perfect. All right, what else we got? Let's see. What's the wingspan without the wing tips for storage and transport? Yeah. Yeah. Let's measure. I don't know if I got our. Let me see if I got a. Oh, here we go. I have right here. Not a tape measure, but. Oh, it is a tape measure, actually. Let's see, it's one of these. Yeah, okay, let's see. We got, shoot, that thing's got a thing on the end of it. All right, let's see. We've got roughly, I'll do my best here. We are looking at, let's see, side to side. We're looking at about 2.5 feet, roughly. Not sure the metric conversion, but we're looking at 2.5 feet, 2 feet 7 inches, 2 feet 6 inches, 2 feet 7 inches, something like that. So yeah, that's the, and then it's pretty flat. The gear's tall, but once you put the gear up, it lays really actually pretty flat. The gear's just real tall on this thing. So, so yeah, but yeah, there you go. About 2.5 feet, give or take. All right, let's see. Love the plane. Thanks for unboxing. That's from Flogger RC. Gooniac will have to get some good video of Nate's. So Nate's got one, huh? Okay, cool. Yeah, it's a very nice plane. Yeah, I tell you what, this paint job, I didn't really like it from the pictures. It was just because it was kind of dull. But now that I'm seeing it, it's pretty bright. I mean, it's pretty colorful actually. It would be cool to make a yellow nose or something on it, but yeah, it's pretty sharp. So we still got 135 guys here. So I want to thank everyone again for everybody coming out and checking this out. Let's see. Thanks, Rich, for the job for the UK. That's Coffee Head. Shady said, excellent, thanks. Let's see, gonna need to make some space for this one. Yeah, great looking plane. Yeah, it is good. Crazy Flyer. Looks nice. Great video. Definitely gonna add this one to the fleet. Yeah, we're gonna get it out there with the Mustang. Maybe me and Steve will get into some combat with these things. I think that's what probably a lot of guys are doing. So, looks nice. Now we need a BF 109, and well, actually we have a P47. We got the FMS's P47 Thunderbolt, the Razorback, so we can all go crazy with that. So let's see. Let's see. Shady said should be easier to transport than a 1.2 meter. Yeah, probably should. Yeah, probably will be, or almost anyway. At least width-wise. Let's see. Very nice 190. That's thanks from Jet Tech John Adkins. Let's see. Norman Premu. Very nice. Thanks from Montreal, Canada. MSJRC. Rich, what is the size of the main tires? Oh, that's another good question. Very good question. Let's see. Let me measure this here. And I have metric on this. So metric looks like it's 100 millimeters. So in inches, that's about almost 4 inches. So you're looking at 4 inches or 10 centimeters. 10 centimeters or 100 millimeters, yeah. So that'll be that. So nice big wheels, easy on grass. This should take grass fine if you've got a reasonable grass field. The struts are long, but they seem pretty tough. So, I mean, you have to know how to land this. You don't want to be beat it up, but yeah, the struts are pretty awesome. No, my desk is running away with me here again. Here, let's raise it a little bit. There we go. All right, Charlie, bring it up on the lift. There we go. Let's go, let's bring it this way. Actually, let me turn it a little bit. Let's do that. Yeah, that's probably a little better. Get me away from this thing. It's going to poke my eye out. Actually, I'm going to take that out because we don't really need that. It's just an eye remover at this point. So, all right, let's see. MSRC, where is he at? MSRC, I can't even see that. Rich, what is the size? Oh, you already asked. That's right. Patty Melt says, thanks for the time. Thank you for coming. Thanks for taking the time to come. Yellow nose would be cool. Save the humans. Yeah. As a flight leaders had the yellow nose, I think. So that might be cool. It might look cool with some red on it. I don't know if there was 190s that had red on it, but we'll see. Let's see. Great video. Wish I could go flying, but 1 foot of snow in New York. Yeah. Yeah, I should be out there flying now. The Imperial RC thing is still probably, actually, they're probably closing it down now, but we had some rain last night, but we flew the last 3 days, and I didn't go today because it's a little bit to drive, and I wanted to do this for everybody too. So, and then Steve couldn't come today, so I couldn't film today. So we got lots of videos, so stay tuned, guys. We got the L39, we got the Rafale, we got me and Gavin flying the F-15 with each other, or no, I mean just kind of together, sort of. He flew one, I flew one. Does the tail wheel give the rudder much clearance? Oh, it's plenty of clearance. Yeah, I mean there's, I'm not sure what you mean by that exactly, but as I move this, it turns just fine. There's no, I'll give you a close-up here though. Here, there's a ton of clearance. I mean, look at that. See that? There's no, I think the tail strut is maybe, as I look at it, could be a little more scale because it's just a wire. I think they kind of missed out on that a little bit, maybe missed an opportunity because it's just, yeah. And on the other side, there's a E-ring, so you want to put a little foam tack on that. But yeah, it's just a wire tail strut, so that's that's one thing that's a little bit maybe lacking in some detail, you know, is that tail wheel. So, but I think the size of it is scale. The strut is just not the scalest thing, you know, in the world. So, yeah, there goes my desk again. So, let's see what else we got. Great video. Wish I. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's see. Thanks for the weekend of videos. Yeah, we'll have more videos out. We shot a lot of videos this weekend, you know, and we'll have them out. It's just going to take me a week or two to really kind of one at a time kind of put them out. L39 will probably be the next one we put out. The maiden flight of the Banana Hobby L39. That's going to be really cool. So, oh, a couple other things I was going to point out. I just realized too, I got to get a better video or a video done of the night vapor. I've been flying this around in the house a little bit. If you guys want a cool indoor plane to fly around a little bit, this is kind of neat because they have a bind and fly. This is just something I was going to just point out real quick. This is the bind and fly one. I think they're like $100 or something. And I've been flying around the house. It's pretty cool. And there's also a just kind of ready to fly one. And it has lights all over it. It's a neat, I hate to get off the subject, but this is something I wanted to fly it at the event I was just at, but I figured I'd just kind of show it to everybody kind of really, really fast if I can get this tape off of here. But it comes, it's pretty neat. It's, here, let me get this off of here. I've been flying this around the house, and it is like the coolest little just kind of intricately, it's very lightweight for flying indoors. You fly it around in kind of high alpha. And I'm going to do a review of this here pretty soon, so just stay tuned. I just want to kind of give everybody a little look at it. But it has lights on it and stuff, and it really shows up well. It's only rudder and elevator. That's all it is. And it has safe and everything. But it flies around nice and slow, and you can maneuver it in confined areas, and just a pretty cool plane. So stay tuned for that. We'll get this out. I know it's kind of off the subject for everybody, but it's just a neat little night flyer to tool around. It's not something you want to fly around with like any wind at all, but it's a night vapor, and I think it's a re-release of like kind of an older plane they had, but it's currently out, and it's just cool. It's nice to fly around just indoors in a gym or something, and it's very, very cool. Little battery underneath, little motor, and just something to mess around with. So anyway, I've been having a little fun with it at the house, and I mean to get a video out for everybody, so we'll do that here. We'll do that here pretty shortly. So I have a listed notes, guys, that I'm going to kind of look at as I'm watching everybody's things that they're messages they're putting. So trigger warning, this chat hates opinions. Bye again. That's the horror gamer. All right, whatever. Let's see. Liberals who fly planes think they are real pilots. Let's see. That's right. Pilot. All right. Yeah. We may have to toss that guy. We'll see. That's right. Horror gamer. Let's see. Save the Humans voted for Biden. All right, let's not go into the politics thing. The politics thing is just kind of not really the best place to go. Let's see. Jamie Ramirez says, thank you for taking the time for showing us the unboxing of the construction of the E-flite FWMI. Man, it was my pleasure. This was easy to put together. It was a piece of cake. No gluing. Everything snapped together. Everything fit. Everything screwed well together. Yeah, I can definitely, from just building it, I can definitely recommend it. You know, if you guys get one, use my links, please. Use my links in the description below our video, and that will, oh, I have the cap on. No, I don't. Let's see. Use the links in the description below the video, and that supports our channel. That's going back up, isn't it? There we go. Now that's back on there. So let's see what we got. Let's see. Let's do this. Let me see something. Can I do that? Yeah, let's just do. All right, I just removed the horror gamer guy. Why not? They're canceling everybody else. Might as well cancel him out. So let's see if we can get him going. So we'll see. Let's see if I can do that. Click that. Let's see. Yeah, remove. Yeah, let's report him. Yeah, let's see. Cancel. Let's see if I can do that. Yeah. Remove. There we go. Let's do this. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. This user's messages will be hidden. Okay, there we go. So, all right, well, I hidden him, so he's hidden. So we don't have to listen to him anymore. Let's see. Does this plane behave similar to the P-51? Jason Delaval. Yep, thanks, Rich. Okay, so is he gone now, I guess? I've never really had to delete anybody, but I think I eliminated him. I think I was successful in doing that. So did that... Oh, was he totally fine? All right, you want me to put him back on? All right, give me a thumbs up. Should I put him back on? Or should I leave him deleted? Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. So, and I can do either way. I'll let you guys decide, though. See, I'll make it a democracy today. So, actually, it'll be a republic today because the people will vote. You guys determine what you want. So, thumbs up. We take Horror Gamer, we bring him back. Thumbs down. And or thumbs up, we bring him back. Thumbs down, we leave him deleted. So, let me know. Patty Melt says thanks. Horror Gamer is not an opinion. It's just trash talk. Okay. Fire Booty says no. Save the Human says bring him back. Fire Booty says no. So thumbs up is bring him back. Dale says a lot. Dale Senior's giving me like 10 thumbs down. So he's winning with 10 thumbs down to 2 up. 1's down. William Reed is down. Patty Melt says had enough of him today. Okay. RC Trainer 44 says thumbs down. Fire Booty says free speech is great. I don't even know what he was saying. He just caused a disruption. So, okay. So, all right. So, okay. So Len, Len Neidig, thumbs down. I just don't want him taken away from what we're doing. That's all. You know. And if he's getting too crazy, it's like, all right, let's just get rid of him. So, Captain Mike Keller says thumbs up. Leave him there. All right. So I think the thumbs down are winning for now. So, thumbs down, he's going, it looks like. Olson Aviation doesn't want him. He's gone. He's a 55-year-old child. That's what Bill Shepard says. Gone. He's a 55-year-old child. Yeah, I just don't want him disrupting things. I mean, if he makes some comments, it's not disrupting. That's fine, whatever. He's confrontational. So, all right, he's gone. He's been canceled. He's gone. He's disappeared. So, nice plane anyway. It takes away. Yeah, Brian Blog. Okay, cool. While you guys are doing that, I think I got the thumbs down. We'll keep them out. Let's see. Yeah, again, guys, thanks for everybody liking and sharing all the posts and stuff. I had a list of stuff here. I just want to run through them. Let's see. Discrush. What is this? Oh, yeah, yeah. Again, guys, at the event we just went to, we'll put up some more pictures, and we have pictures of all this stuff. Thanks to you guys liking, subscribing, sharing our videos, getting everything out, hitting the like button. Hitting the notification bell and all that stuff, and then buying things through our links. That allows us to donate all this stuff. So, the places like FMS and Horizon. Horizon brought Wesley, gave him a plane for the event. It was a Viper. I brought a Viper from FMS, so we had free stuff. I also donate to the club. So this weekend, I donated some money to the club. I do that at all these events I go to. That's because you guys are really supporting us and being here. So thank you guys for doing that. It just supports the hobby. Anything that comes into this channel really goes out to the hobby in some way or another. So let's see. Rafale, we'll talk about that a little later. I did put a so FMS is shut down till the 18th. So let's see. Currently looking at ways to, oh yeah. Guys, my website has always been there, but it's always been a mess. So RCINFORMER.com is going to at some point be back up and going. I've been saying that for months, but I've just been so busy with all this stuff. So I get to get the .com back up. And, the contest. The P-39 Aircobra, the one-of-a-kind. I need to hit the draw thing for that, or the draw the winner. So, and then we'll probably, I'm thinking we're going to announce that next weekend. I just was so busy with this 3-4 day event this weekend. I didn't have time to do it. So we'll probably announce the L-39, not the L-39, the P-39 Aircobra, the FMS, the one-of-a-kind that we did the raffle on, or the giveaway. We'll probably do that next week. And we'll tell you who the winner is, and then we'll mail it off. So, let's see what else. The L-39, guys, was totally awesome. Again, that's my radio chattering at me. All right. I got it. I moved the sticks. Let's see. Where are we at here? Yeah. Let me activate this. Yeah, the L39 is awesome, guys. Like I said, Banana Hobby's killing it. There's a picture of it again. We flew it twice. I'll get the videos out for it. It pretty much is. It's pretty much going to take over. Banana Hobby's going to be killing with these 105mm jets. That's just the first of many that way. First of many to come. So it flew beautifully. Everything worked perfectly on it, and I'll get those videos out real soon. Probably this week sometime, just when I get around to editing it. It's just awesome. 105mm, awesome. Check them out at Banana Hobby. Let's see. What else do we got? F-15 Eagle. Oh, the F-15 Eagle. We talked about that a little bit. It's awesome from Hobby Zone up here. These guys right here. I put all my sponsors and everything at the top. Zap Glue, Hobby Zone, Arrows, FMS, Foam Tack, Ernst Manufacturing, who gives us the nice stands to display for everybody up here. And let me kill the website thing here. Ernst makes these wonderful stands, so check them out at Ernst Manufacturing. I think I got the links below in the description of this. So Dynam and Bitco Hobby, they make nice models, little fixer-upper type things, and of course Banana Hobby. And then Guniac, I got Zap and Guniac, and then I actually added right here Imperial RCs. The Imperial RC Club has kind of always sponsored us. I've always sponsored them kind of over the last couple of years, because I actually didn't even know they existed until like a year and a half or 2 years ago. So anyway, so Imperial RC Club's awesome. That's where we had the event this weekend. So. But let's see what else I have on the list. Initial, no, that's, the F-15 is totally awesome at Hobby Zone. That was what I was trying to say. It flies fantastic. And I think it flies better, strangely enough, with the fuel tanks and the missiles on it, because it just seems to stabilize it. It seems a little smoother with those things on it. It almost acts like a keel effect, you know. It just stabilizes the plane, but it's fast. It flies nice. I'll have videos of that out here soon, too, because we did 2 more on pavement. I flew once. Gavin flew the plane. He did a good job with it, as usual. And so let's see. What else do we have? Oh, Ray over at Guniac, the afterburner guy. He's busy as heck, folks, because he's got all kinds of orders and stuff for his afterburners. So you know, give him some time to get the shipping stuff out. I just work with Ray. We partner together. I put some of his burners in my planes to show them off for him. So you know, he could sell some more and everything. So because he makes a nice, you know, he just has a really nice nice product. So I'm always trying to help Ray out. So, but if you order something from him, you know, just give him some time to get it going. That's all. Let's see. Let me get my streaming thing up here because I'm not seeing the chat log here. So, what else do we got? Yeah, we'll get the L39 real soon. Shady says, I thought the 1.5mm was big for foamy, but I think Horizon's proved me wrong. Yeah, it's a good size. And you can get the tips out. You can remove the whole wing to transport it if you want. It's not hard. It's just 4 screws. You can leave the whole wing together and transport it that way if you want. Yeah, Roto Masher says, looks sick, the L39. We'll have more posts up here this week. We're probably going to have a ton of posts, guys. So stay tuned on Facebook, Instagram, and our YouTube, shoot, what do you call that thing? Our YouTube, shoot, what is it? Community tab. I don't know, I can't think of that. Those 3 places. Stay tuned this week because we're going to put out a lot of pictures. I just got back, so I got to put all those pictures up. But we're going to have tons of pictures from the event this weekend. So watch this week. Facebook, Instagram, community tab on YouTube. We'll have all those up. And we'll have a video or 2 coming up too, L39 and more Rafale stuff. So, and more Dale RB Sr., more flights on the V-22. Yeah, we're going to get those going on too. So, and then Evan, the Weasel RC, it was super fun hanging out with you this weekend. He was there. And Scockbot, Banana Hobby, no thanks. Hey, just keep in mind, is it Scottabot? Hey, Banana Hobby's made a comeback. They have just so you know, the whole old staff is gone. They have, they're like new management now. So they're really putting out really nice stuff. Give them a shot. Take a look at what they got. If you have any problems, let me know. But everybody's saying that Banana Hobby's doing a really great job, and I'm working with them to put out their 105mm jets and like the V-22, and then of course the Spitfire we just did, and we're going to be doing more of their planes. So, you know, stay tuned here, and you know, it should be good. So stuff coming from Banana Hobby should be good. So, let's see. Now I've been asking guys when they're watching this thing, have you guys got from Banana Hobby, from things from Banana Hobby? And the guys have been saying they've been getting stuff and not really been having problems. So, it used to be a lady named Grace that was running it. I used to talk with her a lot, but now it's now Carrie. Carrie's the jet girl. Banana Hobby's gotten back into the hobby mostly with turbines, but now they're getting into EDF jets. So big EDF jets, like 105 millimeter, that kind of stuff. So, and yeah, guys, check out Ray. Check out Guniak, Fire Booty. He's got the cool afterburners. Apparently the P-51 is faster than the 190. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I won't know until I go out and fly this. So, how did the fan sound on the L-39, Rich? It was awesome. And I'll put the video out. I'm going to try and get it out. I might even work on it tonight a little bit and just try and get it out. We got 2 flights for you guys to see so far. We got more to do. So, and yes, more F-15 videos are coming. The L-39 fan sounded awesome. Banana Hobby is going to have, they still have them available. They have another shipment coming in here real soon, and that's going to be for the plug-and-play version, which will be, well, not the plug-and-play, I take that back. The receiver-ready version, so it will have a fan in it already. It's not going to be a JP fan, but it's going to be a change-sun fan, similar to what you would find on an FMS jet, you know, like an FMS or a free-wing plane or something. So, you know, it's going to be a plastic fan, but it's going to be a nice one. Change-sun fan. And let's see, have you tried any of the Motion RC and in-rudder motors? No, I have not. John T says, save the humans. I've just ordered the China-only version of that Mustang made by FMS. That is sexy. It has olive drab instead of blue with silver. Okay, so there is a China-only version, I guess, out there of this. So, Guniak says the new free-wing in-runners are great. So that's good to know. Okay. FMS kind of led the way with the in-runner fans and motors and really good fans, and everybody's kind of had to catch up to, you know, Banana Hobby's power. Lois H said, oh yeah, Richard Webb says clearance looks good. Yeah, it is, I think. Did you ever meet Pete at Banana Hobby? Yeah, I met him one time, said hi to him. You know, he was the first one to do all this stuff. So Mike SSI, he was there. He saw the L-39, very impressive, sounded excellent. So Mike was there. Save the Human says, I paint all my planes. I hate the new look of World War II planes, which is why FMS offers white planes. Okay, yeah, I can put that there. I can show that. I can show that Save the Humans comment. That's okay. TNRC pilot, yeah, my Spitfire is due here Wednesday. I got the Sky Trainer last week. Wife says thanks, laugh out loud. Okay, good. Let's see, Brian Scott, thumbs up. RC Trainee 74, you skipped me. I asked you a question. Is the advertisement that says the 190 does not have unlimited vertical true? Honestly, I don't know the answer to that question because I haven't flown it yet. I got to see. I mean, no plane's really unlimited vertical, but I don't know till I fly it. And I hadn't really read all the stuff around there about it totally yet. In fact, when it comes to this airplane, I really haven't watched other people's videos on it. I saw little clips of it here and there, and I saw the promos and stuff for it. And we put some ads up for it to show it off because I knew it was going to be really great already. So, but I hadn't seen really anybody's flight demos on it yet, and I hadn't really looked. And a lot of times I don't look at other people's stuff. In fact, most of the time I really don't look at. I don't have time. I barely have time to get my own stuff done. But I really don't watch other people's stuff because I don't really want to get information from other people that might potentially be wrong or just have a different. I just want to give you my thoughts and my opinion as I see it without kind of interference from other people's stuff. So I really don't watch a lot of other stuff. So the unlimited vertical question about this plane, I'm not sure. I'll let you know when we do the flight demo. So check out the flight demos when we get to them. We'll get it out, like I said, probably next weekend, and hopefully I'll have a better answer for you. I would imagine the vertical is going to be pretty good, so at least, if not great. So let's just see. So, but let's see. Thanks. Pete was perfect for this job, just like you are. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, Pete was kind of the master. Pete started all this stuff. Pete was the first guy doing free wing. He was the first guy doing FMS. He was the first guy doing HSD. He was the first guy doing all these other brands. he was the first guy who launched all this stuff. He was the first one to do the videos, and yeah, he was cool, man. So yeah, I like watching Pete do videos. Does anyone make an electric mosquito apart from the Tony Ninjutsu kit? Well, Freewing made one once. It was pretty cool. And then I think Hobby Zone, or I don't remember who had it. Someone else had a smaller one. So, but lately, no. Let's see. Roland the Headlines Thompson Gunner. Okay, that's a long name. Roland the Headless Thompson Gunner. Okay, he said paint is lacking. Yeah, I kind of thought that originally, but after seeing it here, I like it better. Let's see how it looks in the air. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen some more color. That's what I said in the beginning of the video, so yeah. How many birds do you take to the field, Rich? As many as I can. So, like when we went this weekend, I took 8. That was actually a small number for me, but that was also a 4-day event. So, and often I'll take 10 or 12. But when I go to fly airplanes for videos that we need to get done, I will often take, I'll try to take 2 or 3, depending on what it is. So if it's something different or unique, I'll maybe just take 1 or 2 because I can focus on it better. That's all. RC Trading 74 said, I don't think it's unlimited. Not many of the larger prop planes are from what I've seen. Yeah, that's true. So, all right, guys, we have been on here. I've been almost on here almost 3 hours. It's, yeah, about 2:51 now. So, yeah, okay, good. I really appreciate everybody coming, guys. 96 guys are still here, so I really appreciate that. Let me see. Coming year, yeah, the YouTube algorithm. I guess I can't say it enough times. Please hit that like button. The more times you guys hit the like button on my videos, that forces the YouTube algorithm to share my videos with more people. And that way you guys can help us out for free and spreading the word. Our subscribers have grown from being like a couple hundred people per month to in the thousands per month now because of you guys watching and sharing and everything. So I really appreciate all that, guys. And again, that's what gets us the free planes for events, how we can donate and all that kind of stuff, and then bring you guys these videos and stuff. So let's see. We talked about that. Let's see. I'm just like a checklist I'm going through. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I talked about the companies ahead. I did that already. So all my supporters, guys, as you know, I put them. Here, let me move an arrow here real quick. Let me just move a window so I can see better. Yeah, all my sponsors, all the guys that support us, are all up here. So check them out. You know, again, Banana Hobby. They're going to be taking over with the 105mm jets and the 1200mm, 1100mm warbirds. Bitco Hobby and Dynam. You know, Dynam products a little rougher than the others, but they're nice planes. So Jing Lee over there, help him out. You know, get a plane from him. Ernst Manufacturing makes the nice stands. Foam Tack, of course, Beacon Adhesives. Can't glue anything foam without it. Zap Glue. You know, I think now that I've been using their stuff, honestly, it's actually, I can tell the difference between Zap Glue and do I have any here? Actually, I have it downstairs in my thing. And like the no-name brand. So I'm pretty much exclusively using Zap stuff now. So, and they're a good sponsor. They're real cool. And formerly, that's Frank Tiano's thing. Frank passed away, which is kind of a bummer. So, but that was Frank's old outfit. So it's good to support you know, his family with all that stuff. So, Hobby Zone and Aeros, making some of the coolest airplanes, folks. The new 5-cell Husky is outstanding, and their newest twin-millimeter jets, twin 64mm jets, the MiG-29 and now the F-15, they're awesome, man. Full-featured jets, twin-engine, gear, flaps, minimal assembly. They're just awesome. And, of course, FMS. FMS has always been, like, the greatest. So you get all their stuff at Horizon Hobby and stuff. So, and then we got Guniac right here. Guniac's the only one with the weird let's see that way. He's the only one with the bizarre logo, so I got to stick him somewhere where you can see it. Everybody's got these horizontal ones, and he's got to go vertical with his afterburner. So, and then Imperial RC, great flying site. Jeremy McGee's president. That's the event we were just at, and we'll have a lot of pictures of that again coming out here soon. Save the Humans says, sad Joe Knoll was canceled. Yeah, it's a bummer. Yeah, we really wanted to go to that. So I'm either going to Top Gun, probably with my L-39, or I'm going to SEF with like 20 planes. So we'll see which one. I hadn't decided. I plan to go to Joe Knoll. I mean, I plan to go to Joe Knoll, of course, but I planned on doing Top Gun, but Top Gun and SEF are the same week. So Top Gun's cool. It's close, but it's also competition. You fly one time a day. SEF is just fun. It's 5 hours away, though, but SEF is an awesome event. So it's like Woodstock for electric airplanes. It's kind of everybody going crazy. So it's fun. We'll see. I hadn't decided. I'll get to one of them. Yeah, Bob Smith glue. Somebody said there. Yeah, they're not bad. I just think as I've been using, since I started to use some Zap, because when I was down at Top Gun last week, they said, here, take a bottle, try this out. I go, all right, so it's CACA, but it bonds better. I can just tell it's just a better quality. It just seems to be. When I glue things together with it, it stays together, and it just seems to be better glue to me. Just from gluing Bob Smith for a long time, and then I used to use Zap. Now I didn't use Zap in a long time. I just figured, what's the difference? It's just a different brand. So there's nothing wrong with the Bob Smith stuff. It's just that when I'm using Zap, I'm like, wow, it really is different. It really seems to work better in my mind. So anyway, but use what you like. Not knocking anybody's stuff. So Ken Sprouse says, great show. Thanks for all you do, buddy. Yep. Fire Booty's got some fire there. So he's communicating with symbology instead. Let's see. Shady, unfortunately, Horizon UK has been shut down for a while. Hope we start getting new stuff. Yeah, I hope so. Ken Sprouse says, Jet Jam, Rich. Yeah, we might go to Jet Jam. I might be going, actually. Maybe I'll go with Wesley at Mary Boozer and with Jerry McGee at Imperial. And John Burden there. We're all talking about maybe going together somehow, but it's like 16 hours to drive there. It's like not like around the corner. So yeah, maybe I will and drop the gauntlet when we get there with all of our really nice banana hobby jets. So we'll see. But anyway, Banana Hobby is leading the pack on the big jets, folks. They're better and higher end quality than the other stuff out there. Fit and finish is superior to what I've seen, so I'm going with it. It's really nice stuff. So check it out at Banana Hobby. So definitely need to do a flight with the 190 and the P-51 together. Yeah, maybe me and Steve will do that. Please comment on flat turns being unsafe close to the ground. Well, anything you do close to the ground is unsafe, whether it's a flat turn. Yeah, but you notice I'm doing that stuff pretty far out there. So if I waste something, I'm just going to destroy the plane. And so yeah, flat turns are dangerous anywhere. I mean, so it's totally uncoordinated. So let's see. I just like Bob Smith bottles over Zap bottles. Yeah. I mean, the Bob Smith bottles are cool. Yeah, I mean, they're good. About time for you to go back to work. Yeah, that's Tony Stark or Tom Stark. Fly the real stuff. Pizza guy from Wisconsin. Enjoy the company this weekend. Yep. All right. Oh yeah, Tom Stark. That's right. Very good. Tom Stark. 50-50 was nice. All right. Let's see. Rotomasher. Wow, that's a long drive. Yeah, from us in Florida, it's 16 hours. It's not a small thing. So. But if we come, we'll be coming in force. So stand by. Let's see. 3 members at my club are going to the Jet Jam, which makes me want to go. Yeah, RC Training 74. Yeah, we may go. Yeah. Banana Hobby, Save the Humans. Banana Hobby has some sexy stuff. Yeah. Okay, so Banana Hobby, since people keep mentioning it, 105 millimeter EDF jets are their thing. Mostly their thing is turbine. They've been doing so much turbine. That's how they've gotten back into the business here, pretty much. So. But it's the L-39. There's a Diamond coming out, which is basically like a Hobby King Sky Sword, but it's 105 millimeter, so it's a big Sky Sword basically. There's a MBB 339 Italian straight wing fighter, jet fighter trainer. That's coming out, and then there's a T-45 coming out that's gonna knock your socks off. So stay tuned for that. We'll have it here for you guys. So just stay tuned and watch, like, and subscribe. Like I said, we'll have all that stuff for you guys. Yeah, Banana Hobby has some sexy stuff. Wow, this beautiful FW90 would be prone to a nose over. Maybe a little bit. Let's see. As I pull on it, Yeah, you're probably gonna have to work to nose it over, but it can. I mean, all tail draggers are that way pretty much. So, yeah, let's see. Let's see, Guniac, Firebirdie, Mike SSI. I can show that. I don't think there's anything bad there. Guniac, Firebirdie, shake that booty better that you are still vertical. Yeah, that's good. You've flown the FOCKE-WULF yet? No, I just put it together. I haven't had time to fly it yet. No, I haven't flown it yet. We just put it together. So yeah, it just showed up at the door yesterday. It got rained on. There was rain all over it. The good old FedEx guys just left it out in the rain. So, but the box was fine. You know, the outer box was wet. But let's see. So we'll get it out next week. Hopefully, we'll get the FOCKE-WULF out there. Hopefully next week. Ban a check on prices on Titan Trainer 50% off. I'm not sure what that means. 105mm Sky Sword, can't wait. Rotor Master, yeah, and it's going to be at Banana Hobby, and it's going to be, they're calling it a Diamond. I think that's the name, Diamond. It may even be on the website. You can go look. I hadn't looked in a while, but Brazil Aeros Canal Love Hobby. Okay, that's Welton Rodriguez, Shady. Let's see, our 105mm running 8S batteries. No, 105mm running 12S batteries. So they haul the mail. Yeah, they're zooming along. So wait till you guys see the video. Like I said, stay tuned any day now, because I got to get to work and to do that kind of stuff too. So, but I got to get the video edited, and yeah, I try to crank it out maybe even tonight if I can get it done quick and stick it out there. But yeah, stay tuned. You're gonna want to see this 105mm jet fly. It's pretty sweet. But 12S. Could look at that FW190 all day. You can, just keep watching my video. Just keep clicking on it. The more likes and hits I get, the better. So thanks for coming. Tom Stark just got on. Okay, yeah, Tom, all right, sorry about that. No, this was an assembly. We did an unbox. I showed you all this thing in detail, and then we put it together. So it literally just came out of the box 3 hours ago. So we'll get it flying here soon. Let's see. Guniac says, yeah, buddy, I'm always going vertical. My 90mm Freewing F-16 with 8S FMS. Like turbine will straight up right off. All right, there we go. Yeah, just like his just like Ray's logo right there. Right there, his Guniac 33 logo. So, all right. Should have done the mated before the build. Yeah, that's right. That was like on Spaceballs. You get video cassettes before the movie's actually done. So. Yeah, very pretty bird. I'm excited. I can't wait to fly it. Like I said, probably next weekend if Steve's available. Let me look, see if I got any other things. Video of Steve and his Tiger Cat. He still hasn't put it together, so once he gets it together, we'll get to it. So we talked about events. Oh, do not message the Rich Baker profile, as I only use it to primarily circulate postings. All questions and comments should always, I forgot this note I wrote down here. Oh yeah, all questions and comments, always make them to the relevant post on the RC. If you just make the post on the RC Informer page, that's what really kind of helps us out. Let's see. Plan is still one dedicated live show. No way. Yeah, we're trying to do one live show a month, if not more. Let's see. Maybe the third week of the month. We're going to try to do many live from the fields, even though the quality's not as good. And like I said, guys, everybody, thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, sharing everything, because it's really helped out. We've grown massively. You know, we're still on the 20,000 subscriber hit giveaway, and we've already reached well, we passed 24,000 yesterday, I think. So we're about to hit 25,000. So we really appreciate that, guys. So we're just gonna keep the giveaways going though. So once we get the P39 out, we're gonna do one probably with Guniac. We'll have one with Horizon, has some giveaway stuff for us. So yeah. Rich, ever thought of doing a build at the field then fly? Yes, I might. I should have done it with this. It's just that I really couldn't get out there today. I figured, let me just do it here at the house. And this is the kind of plane you can do it with. So when I do it, it will probably be with a, it'll probably be with an E-flite plane, probably for sure, because theirs just come out of the box and fly. So let's see. Scott Busby says, my concern is the camo might not be that visible in the sky. Yeah, maybe not. Well, and that's why they painted them this way, so the other guys couldn't see you, you know. So yeah, you got a point there. Let's see what happens. So let's see, if they built planes to crash, you wouldn't get off. Yeah, if they built planes to crash, they wouldn't get off the ground. That's what Dale RB Sr. says. Yeah, that's true. You got to build them light enough to fly. I mean, they're built to fly, not really to crash. I mean, fighter planes are built with some protection to protect the pilot and make them survivable. But yeah, planes aren't really built for crashing. They're built for flying. So yeah, yeah, don't crash proof it. Learn to fly. Yeah. Let's see. Have a good one, guys. Got to go. Got to get back to filling orders. Again, guys, be patient with Guniak, with Ray. He's working really hard around the clock, getting his afterburners out to everybody. So be patient with him. He's getting stuff out to everybody. Shady must be killing you not to fly. Let's see. You're going to do a video. You going to do a video flying the real thing? Yeah, maybe someday. Let's see. RC Trainer 74 says goodbye, Rich. Yep, thanks. Needs a yellow rudder. That's a good idea. That'll make it stand out. Maybe even yellow wingtips or something, or white wingtips or something. So, and let me see if I got more stuff here to talk about. Yeah, we're gonna have more giveaways. I did talk about that. So I think that's it. Oh, I think we covered all this stuff. So anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna close it out because I've got to get going. I got to do some things. It's been 3 hours. You guys have been awesome coming here. We had almost 200 guys here doing this. So thank you guys for coming. We'll do more of this stuff when we get good. I got more reviews coming of, like I said, the NX10. We've got, I'll do that night vapor here at some point, and we'll get that out for everybody. Cool little night flyer. You know, if you guys want to get one, they're cool to fly around. I got chargers to show you and all that stuff, so we'll get to that. Got the G2 batteries coming. I actually got a couple G2 batteries to show everybody. I'm going to be running 2 of these 7,000 packs in that L39 because it'll carry it easily. So we get a good flight time out of it probably too. So, but we'll be doing G2 battery stuff for everybody, and you know, all the smart technology stuff. I got to get a video out for everybody. I'm kind of late on doing that. So, but anyway, stay tuned, guys. Like and subscribe again. Share our videos. Hit the like button. That's the thing you can really do to help us out. Please use our links in the description below when you purchase. Again, we're a free site, guys. So we want you guys to keep your money, buy a good plane, but when you get one, just use our links because it supports us and it doesn't cost you guys a dime to do it. So we really appreciate that. So, and I think, guys, with that, I think I'm going to sign off and get out of here. So stay tuned, guys. Keep watching the channel. We're going to have more videos coming out as soon as I can get them edited. I probably filmed a good maybe 6 to 10 videos this weekend of various flying of all the new planes we had out there, and I'm going to get them done and posted as soon as I can. So, but anyway, I'm sure the older models recommended CG was designed to crash. Oh, yeah, okay, that's true. All right, guys. Anyway, thank you guys very much for coming. As always, guys, we appreciate you coming. And as always, we'll see you guys next time.